Soulful shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just some soulful shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hear me. Woo! I mean, like, we can pull that clown shit away. This some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thugs in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yo! What's going on, people, man? We're back in the building. We're live in the flesh, live and direct. I am joined by both ends and mics in the damn building. First and foremost, guys, make sure you smash that freaking like button. Smash the like button if you're laughing at Arsenal in the table. Smash the like button if your team is 13 points clear. Smash the like button if you were a 3-point collector in the last couple of days. If you were not a 3-point collector, smash the dislike button. But not for me, for your team. Guys, how you doing, man? Ends, Max, how you guys doing, bro?
Good, bro. Good. I can't wait to do this stream as well. I'm trying to like re-jog the memory and remember these seasons as well. But I'm sure when we get talking, things will start coming back. But yeah, appreciate the invite as always, man.
Come on. You know the vibes.
Sam, bro, get a life, bro.
Big up with Sam. Big up Dustin in the building as well. Mike's, how you doing this morning? Or this afternoon, should I say, man? How are you, man? How are you? You're on mute, my friend.
Yeah, there we go. It's warm where I'm at, so I can't complain about life.
No. Where you?
Spain, bro.
Oh, Spain. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I remember.
Wait, when did you always live in Spain?
No. I moved in October.
I was thinking that. Was it like Finland or something?
Bro, I got tired of the snow, minus 20 Celsius. I said, no mas. No mas. I'm moving down. Warmer climates.
Oh, shit. No, that's dope, man. Can we get into that before we get started, though? Just
of course we can, man. Of course we can.
Because I've always found that interesting that when someone goes, right, I'm moving from here and I'm going. When you move like different areas and towns and whatever, that's cool. But to move from one country to another, like what's the, I don't know, is it just go, I'm just going to gamble on it and do it? Or is it just, makes sense?
Nah, you just kind of go with your instinct. I've lived now in 4 different countries. I've lived in the States. I lived in the UK. And then Finland, of course, and now Spain. It's just kind of like go with your instincts, go with your guts, and just say do it. And it's pretty easy for me having an EU passport to move to Spain. I don't have to go through the bureaucracy, have to get a visa or some sort of signage that I need to live here. I can just move, then pay the taxes and that sort of stuff. But I think for anybody, you just got to do it. You have to enjoy life. We don't get to live for thousands of years. Maybe we get 80 years max, maybe. So that's why I always try and tell people, just enjoy life. And heck, I'm enjoying life right now, bro. I've been dealing with the cold for 25 years of my life. Minus 20, thick jackets on, beanie, gloves, everything, going through the snow. Now I can relax. I can see sun in the morning. So, yeah, look, I mean, Ends, have you moved anywhere? Or have you just been in the UK the whole time?
No, I grew up in Jamaica. I'm born in Jamaica and came to England. So I'm used to a hot climate, but I travel quite a lot. But yeah, it's crazy. I've always thought like, what if I move to a different country? What if I like move to? But anywhere I move to next has to be hot. Can't be cold. Like that's 110%. Anywhere I go to next has to be warm climate.
And the one thing I would say is you got to learn the language.
Yeah,
that's
I would do that.
Key thing. Yeah,
I would do that.
I
wouldn't try and do it. Yeah,
I agree with you. You know what's mad? I'm not really like, I actually don't mind. I don't actually mind the cold. That's not the part that.
Okay, G, move to Finland.
No, obviously there's different levels, of course, of cold. But
no, you said you didn't care.
Exactly, bro. What word are we using now, G? You said you don't care. Now you're saying different levels.
No. Look, regardless of anything, at the end of the day, of course, like cold is cold, right? So if it's cold, it's cold. Like whether it's crazy cold or it's still cold, you're still gonna be cold, right? What I'm saying is that that's not even like the part that bothers me when it comes to like say like the UK, for example. It isn't even that. It's just more, like I feel like with the UK, maybe because we've been here, or I've been here my whole life, so it's a bit different. But it's like there's an energy about the UK that just ain't right. Like there's something ain't right with the like. Yes, yes, the weather, of course. I want to live somewhere where it's always, of course, like you want to live somewhere where it's hot, you know, where you can, you know, you're living somewhere potentially, I don't know, anywhere where it's just nice weather and nice people, blah, blah, blah. But with the UK, there's this bad energy, bro. Like it's just, I know people always say it as a joke, but bro, it genuinely, especially in London.
As soon as you cross the ocean and you leave the UK, I promise you, bro, it feels like there's a weight off your shoulders that leave with it. And that's why I agree with what you're saying, G. It's weird. And only people that's been here and then left could tell you probably the same as well. Yeah, it's not. And it's partly because it's not, you know what I mean? It's not the climate you should be living in. Because I always feel like, you know, wherever your body, in terms of where you were born, maybe, you know, your body's used to a certain climate. So then when you move, you know, you might not be used to a certain climate. You can get used to it. But when you go back to your original climate, you're like, raw. Like just living in the sun, bro, you get ill less, for one. You also lower inflammation, which is like one of the main causes for any disease as well. Just inflammation turns into mucus and turns into all these kind of diseases. And then you always have good food because things are grown naturally instead of unnaturally, where you're going to have to use certain lights to grow, especially in like the UK. We don't get a lot of sun. So I don't understand how we've got all these fruits and stuff. I know we import quite a few bit, but we also export a lot of stuff. And I'm like, it ain't hot here enough to grow these kind of stuff. So how are we growing it? But that's a conversation for another day, I guess. Let's talk about football, man.
Hey, listen, man. I'll be honest
one more thing, though. One more thing about the benefits of living in Spain. I see top quality football.
yeah, of course. No. That you ain't lying.
Even outside.
What I was even going to say.
Although I went to go see the Girona Liverpool game, that was ass cheeks.
Yeah, that was ass. Yeah, that was actually kind of shit. Even what I was gonna say was, you see, Ben said, yeah, let's leave that for another day. Yeah, they won't let you leave that for another day. I can't even lie, bro. Like, they ain't gonna let you talk about how we're doing certain things in this country when really, when you actually deep it, think about it, we're some tiny island in comparison, obviously, to like all these other places, right? Some tiny island, but somehow we are able to do quite a lot. Or sorry, we have quite a lot of things over here in this tiny ass island. Yeah, like I said, man, they ain't trying to let you have them kind of conversations, man. But guys, obviously, you know why we're here, man. You guys can see the caption, you can see the title, you saw the thumbnail. If you're watching this on the replay, leave your thoughts and comments in there. The guys' channels are both in the title as well, so make sure you guys, of course, subscribe. And I wanted another chill vibe, man. Like I said, like, obviously, like this season, I mean, Liverpool are 13 points clear at the end of the day, so it's not really a title race at this point in kind of time, right? You know, them losers from North London, you know, and they're not really giving us a challenge at this point. So yeah, like I thought, let me go back and have a look at all the other title races, you know, that have actually happened, you know, throughout the Premier League era. And obviously you guys can see on the screen all of the ones that I kind of picked. I will be honest with you guys, though, it was very difficult trying to find trying to find many title races. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it was not easy. Like, there's not as many title races in the Premier League era as you actually think. If you get what I'm trying to say, like, some of these races were done and dusted. The Man United, like, their whole dominance, they spent a lot of years where they just walked the league. Manchester City walked the league. Chelsea have walked the league. Liverpool walked the league. So it's happened quite a lot. So trying to find some of these races was very, very difficult. But we're here to rank the best ones that I could find. Obviously, you can only see the pictures in some of them. So obviously, I'll tell everybody what the year was and who won, you know, who won what, how, like, what the points difference was. And then, of course, we can get into that. Before we start, JJ, first and foremost, how are you? How is the family? Like, what's the holiday saying? Like, what's popping?
It's calm, man. It's calm. Just here, man. Just here. I've been up since 3 a.m. innit? Everyone's still sleeping. It's only 7, quarter to 8 at the moment here, man. So
Hey, bro, you should be relaxed. And said it already, bro. You should be relaxing.
Man
You
should
should
be
be
doing some
Get
press
a
ups
pina
because I know you
colada
go
or
gym every
something,
day
man.
now.
Just chill.
Bro, I've already done that. I've been up since 3 a.m. I've already done that.
My bad. I know what I mean. I know you've been locked in again, bro. So
Yeah,
you
man.
know what I mean, I'm only looking after your, the best for you. I only want the best for you, bro.
Oh, that is hilarious. You guys can see the categories, of course, on the screen. So you've got obviously the top category. You could put it anywhere, but I just felt like it needed it's the only title race that was like that, that we've had in the entire Premier League era from what I saw. So I said, yeah, you know what, like that needed its own little category. Simply the best. So just under that Aguero moment, or you could, it's almost like that would be considered to be the best if you want to put it there, but again, it's up to you guys. That was a good title race where, yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was okay. And then, of course, last but not least, it was all right. I've seen better, title races. So let's start off. Let's start with something a bit easy. Because we're Liverpool fans, let's just start off with this one. 13-14 title race. You guys can see the picture here. Luis Suarez. Bad memories for Liverpool, of course, but it was an enthralling title race. Really, up until was it the Chelsea? Yeah, it was the Chelsea game. And then things just obviously went to pots. Manchester City winning the title on 86 points. Liverpool were only 2 points. Was it? Yeah, 2 points off of winning. Chelsea were actually in third and were only 4 points off of the top of the table, man. How would you guys rate that league? And yeah, chat to me about it, man. Anyone can go. It doesn't matter.
To be honest, I would actually put it in the simply best category. That was
okay.
What do we sort of define a title race? You could say quality, dramatic scenes, and maybe the ending of the title race. I think those are the sort of three qualities you would see in a title race. That had everything. Remember when it was the Liverpool-Arsenal game when we thrashed them 5-1? Arsenal were ahead in the Premier League. And then they started fumbling, I think, after that. Maybe they won 2 out of their next 10 games. Then Liverpool took control. I think Man City took control. Then Liverpool took back control when we beat them 3-2.
Hold on. Stop. Arsenal were ahead at that point.
Yeah. When we beat them 5-1, Arsenal were leading the league.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah. No, that's what happened. I remember Arsenal were chatting. I think the pundits were chatting. Oh, this is going to be Arsenal's year. Arsene Wenger is going to bring them back. And then we beat them. It was 4-0 after the first 20 minutes. And it should have been 5-0 if Kolo Touré didn't miss that open chance. And then we get to the final three match days. And then, I'm not going to talk about it. So.
Nah, that was
painful.
That's the most excited I've ever been for a title race, and my team didn't even win. But that's probably the most excited I've ever been. Maybe because it was, I think the year before we finished 7th in the Premier League, so maybe it was just more because of that, where it's right, that just came out of nowhere, and nobody expected it, and nobody thought that Liverpool would even get potentially even top 4, considering the teams who were above us at the time: Man City, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Arsenal.
You know what's funny? That was Pellegrini's first season with Man City, and I think that was Jose's first season back at Chelsea. And that was David Moyes' first season at Man United. So
it was David.
Yeah, that's when he was
breaking a lot of storylines.
He was breaking all the wrong records, weren't he, in that first season?
He must be happy now, though, because these records they're getting broken even further with the new manager, bro. He's thinking, at least I did all right. But yeah, you got to chat to me, man. What do you think about that?
Looking at that season, bro, it just felt like that's when Gerrard went into the DM role, wasn't it? He was just sitting there. Him and Henderson was doing what they were doing. That Henderson was the big miss. Everyone said we lost the league because he weren't sent off. He was just injured. I think he picked up a knock.
No, he got sent off.
He
got sent off in the City game. He got sent off in the City.
Yeah,
game.
and was that's the reason why, because we was missing Hendo, because of the combination there. But it just felt like we were just free flowing. Suarez was just a man on a mission. There was that Sterling and Sturridge as well, wasn't it? The front line. Sterling couldn't score it to save his life. He was just missed chance, but he was just a problem. And then Sturridge and Suarez link up was just mad. It just felt like we could win any game, but our defense was always going to let us down. I felt like we could score whatever amount of goals we wanted to score, but we would leak the same amount of goals on the other side. One of the most toughest seasons, bro, because I actually felt we were going to win it. It felt like it was there. And then, that when Gerard huddled everyone and, we're going to win it. And he's there giving the guys a rally speech. I was like, get me in the huddle, bro. I want to be in the huddle as well. I was hyped. And then, bro, a lot of people said we lost it through the Chelsea game. I think it was the Palace one. I think that one, because we was up 3-0. That's where that picture is from, isn't it? So it was up 3-0, and then we just threw the game away because it was still in our hands up to the Palace game. Yes, we dropped points against Chelsea, but it was still in our hands. But as soon as we dropped points there, City was just like, I
don't think it was in our hands anymore, Ends. I think we were on level points with City.
Yeah.
No, but we had.
I feel like they had the game in hand, though. I feel like they had.
I think they had the game in hand, but I think we were still going to be.
No,
if we won the game, we would have been ahead.
But it doesn't matter. What would have happened is obviously City still went on to win every single game. Liverpool, it was the nail in the coffin because you knew that mathematically it was out of our hands now. Whereas the Chelsea game, if we had won that game, like that was like, you're on it, and that was just that was the game you had to win, man. I've never cried like I have in that game, bro. 15-year-old me, bro. After that, nothing felt. No, shout out to Drake. Nothing was the same after that, man. Nothing was the same. I just didn't feel emotionally invested anymore. It's just, year on year, it's just decreased. But that was the year for me when I was like, what? Huh? Diamond. What's a diamond? What's a diamond with Sterling in the 10? What is this? Like, how are we winning the league with Ali Sissoko filling in at left back?
How about the Welsh Javi, bro? The Welsh,
like Joe Allen.
Joey.
Joe Allen wasn't even playing. That's how bad it was. You had on the right hand side, you had Sterling. On the right hand side, you had Hendo. On the left, you had Coutinho. You had Gerrard in the 6, and in that 10, you had Sterling with 2 up top. I couldn't believe what was going on. That was like, for me, that was the most excited I've ever been. And
Jerry, you don't even mention the centre back pairing. That was fucking Mamadou Sakho and 𝐓𝐇𝐀.
The thing is, that was all right for me. It was when Kolo took 𝐓𝐶𝐻 was scoring goals. 𝐓𝐶𝐻 was scoring goals for me.
He scored 2 against Arsenal.
And Sakho was a bit underrated in terms of he was a bit of a madman, but it was all right. It was when Kolo Touré came in, and I was seeing him kick the ball into our net and have that bozo look on his face, like the OG bozo centre back. Yeah, that hurt me.
He just always looked like he was unsettled, didn't it? It just felt like he was always going to do something frantic.
No, he had that look in his face like he was confused. Like he was like, what? What? Like a goal would go in and he's looking like, I thought, like everyone's walking back and he's the one that you look on his face and you're like, why is he confused? Like, it's your fault. And he's looking around like to blame someone. Yeah, man, I hated it. He was poor. But that was for me, simply the best, man. Like that was... Talk about again the narrative as they spoke about as well. You had Moyes coming in, Zaha came into the clubs at the beginning of the season. You're like, they're gonna do a decent job. He brings in Fellaini, obviously, all of that. You're thinking it's gonna be a decent squad. Obviously, Pellegrini comes to City. You obviously got Mourinho back at Chelsea. Obviously, David Luiz playing in DM and all of that. So that's one of my favorite times watching football.
Nah, man. Crazy. Savage, man. I don't know if he's there. Big up to yourself, bro.
I'm here. Can you hear me properly? Because I ain't got my mic with me on it.
Yeah, no, you sound clear. Sound clear, man. How are you anyway, man? How are you?
Good, man. Big up the man. Everyone good?
You got, bro.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man's 13 points clear, bro. Like, man's sipping champagne and them thing there. I'm easy.
Right, gee, what is this? Man, converted real quick. Nah, man.
I'm drinking the I need to get that I see Roms, I see Troops as well. What's that tears drink thing? I need that water.
Rival Tears.
Rival Tears, that's it. Yeah, I need that thing.
River Market that is cold, bro.
It's a company, isn't it? It's an actual drink now. It's water.
Oh, okay.
Water.
Yeah,
I thought it was like you don't even sell in stores and that. Someone tried to. It's not even that popular like that.
Yeah, it's not that popular. They tried to have an event and that 6 people turned up. Blood.
Hey, I got hold on 1, 2, 3, 4.
6 rivals.
Nah, bro, because every photo had the same 6 people in it, bro, in different angles and that. So.
Yeah. No, because you got to think about it. Rivals Tears. You're gonna have. Do you know what I mean, when it's water, who's gonna be drinking Rivals Tears?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. That even makes Hey, listen, man. Marketing team over there, you guys will pattern it, whatever, man. But Sav, man, chat to me, man. That 13-14 season, bro, man. How was obviously from a Liverpool perspective, it was shit because of how it ended. But just in general, that race between us and City, man. How did you kind of see that?
Yeah, had
Chelsea, sorry, and Chelsea. So I keep not including them, but they were in the race as well.
Had all the ups and downs in it, man. It was crazy because obviously I didn't go into the season. Back then I was a bit of a deluded Liverpool fan anyway. So if you asked me who was going to win the league at the beginning of every season, I still would have said Liverpool, bro. So I was just lying to him. I picked up at school, bro. Easy defense mechanism. Who's going to win the league? Liverpool. Leave me alone. You get me? Yeah, bro. That's how I built me as a man. That did, bro. Because that's why I started punching man up, bro. Like,
you have to, bro. Because
people used to get to me. So the only way I could get out is, yo, I can get girl and I'll punch you up, bro. Then everyone had to shut up, bro. So, but now that season, bro, mad shit. I've put it this way: I've been offered tickets to go Selhurst Park to watch Liverpool since then. I've never gone back, bro. I was there in it. I was there on the day, bro. That was the longest. Bro, it was the longest train ride home in my life, bro. Bro? No.
Because you know why, yeah? Because we went 3-0 up, right? Obviously. And at that point, I'm getting like messages from people and stuff saying, yo, you know what? Like, what you saying? What, you're not going to score 5? And I promise you.
Is that you man are going to do it? You man are going to do it,
Yeah, bro. I'm thinking, bro, I think we'll score like, because you could see the way that we were playing. We were like, Suarez scored and he picked up he just ran to get the ball and came. He was like, bro, we need to celebrate. We need to get some more goals. And I was like, no, we might actually bag because it was on goal difference at the time. So we needed the goals. So I was thinking, yo, we might actually win this like 10-0 or some shit. Like some dumb score line, maybe not 10, but something dumb, to claw it back. And I thought, yo, the fairy tale is gonna come true. But yeah,
What was that Palace striker that got them back into the game? Was it Dwight Gale?
Yeah, I was about to say that. End was going to get him on the channel for an interview last year. I told him you can't. That's why he's turned his camera off. Because I wouldn't allow
it. Ends. That's not something you can do,
No, he's like, oh, he's calling that. I said, nah, bro, you can't bring him around me, bro. I'm mashing him. Yeah, man. Who else called him that? Was it Scott Dan or something like that?
Yeah, it's not the Liverpool fan as well. He's a wasteland to this day. I know.
Oh, he's a Liverpool fan. What a
he's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, that game pissed me off, bro. And the thing is, I still had hope until like the final seconds of the game. But I remember in injury time, there was a shot. It wasn't even like a easy chance or anything like that. But I remember it was Victor Moses, bro. And when he missed,
yes,
that was the time I realized, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I had a banana, I would have dashed at him, bro. Nah, bro. You don't understand, bro. I'm from.
You just turned into a ring. You're like, fuck this shit, bro.
And they're just munching it.
You know what? If they pick that up,
like, you know what?
If they pick that up on the cameras, I think they just let it go. They're like, well, it's just black on black crime, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, just one of those. Like, what could you?
It's just slipped out of his hand. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just an accident.
Yeah, probably just slipped out of his hand. He was about to peel it.
We had zero control back then, bro. It was vibes though. The season was vibes, bro. But we had zero control when it comes to like going up in a game and controlling the game. It's just bare random results and stuff. It's like, bro, we're winning the game 3-0, man. Calm down on it, but.
Yeah, what annoyed me the most,
what
annoyed me the most, just thinking about that Crystal Palace game, because I was still optimistic in it the whole way through. Like I was so deluded. I was like, no, it's when Iago Aspas messed up the corner, bro.
No, the worst corner of all time, bro.
Bro, when Iago Aspas messed up the corner, bro, that's when I broke down. I remember just ripping up the Liverpool top. I don't even have it anymore. The one with the collar, it got ripped.
Yeah.
That's when I did.
Hey, now we've grown though. Like that. As men, we've grown, bro. We've learned to control our emotions.
Yeah, I've
learned to not care about football. That's what it is. I learned to not care about it. I don't control my emotions. If I'm playing football, bro, I'm probably still the same.
It's true, actually. That's actually true. If I'm playing, I'll probably be as animated. But here, I'm like, nah, I don't really. You know what I'm saying?
That's when I stopped. That's the emotion left me that season after that, bro.
See?
Because I remember, because that Chelsea game, there was too much stuff going on in it. So I was trying to watch the game, and the game was rubbish as it is. It was shit. and then Glenn Johnson was being annoying, bro. Like you know the odd game you get from Robbo where he just keeps trying to cross it in, or it's not happening. He just kept trying to do that, and he was pissing me off. But like, I don't know if you men have that when you're watching something and you're getting pissed off with the players, but if somebody else says it, I want to fight them, innit? Like, let me say it, bro.
That's me and Diaz, you know. That's me and Diaz.
That's me. That's me and Diaz as well, bro.
When someone says something, I'm like, shut up. In my head, I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah, but bro, I remember because I watched that final game at my brother's house. He just moved in and he's a Liverpool fan, but he was just walking around moving IKEA boxes like a prick. So I was just blaming him, like, this is your fault. Yeah, he was pissing me off, bro. And then my missus was doing that, what she should do, but it was annoying me, innit? Just rubbing my shoulders. Yeah, but don't worry, because you got Gerrard, didn't you?
Don't worry. He doesn't.
What are you talking about?
But you know, what it is 5 years before that would have been calm. It doesn't matter about the result. You got Gerrard.
Yeah, bro.
You got him playing for your team, though. It doesn't matter what happens. Like, you get to see a long distance.
And obviously, I've got all these plans in it. Like once we're going to win the league, so then we can go and do these different things and that. Bruv, after that, I was like, I ain't trying to do anything. And then she switched in the car and was talking about, isn't he a professional footballer? Doesn't he get paid like 300 grand a week not to slip over? I said, what?
Yeah.
He's like, to train every day. Why can't he stay on his feet? I said, listen, I can't. We've been together not that long. Yeah, this
what
could
hurt, man? What hurt again?
It's gonna
make or break us, like.
Yeah, just crash the car.
What hurt the most, to be fair? What hurt the most was the narrative, innit? It's the fact that Gerrard, the game before, said, we don't let this slip.
That's it now, lads. We go to Tulsa, we don't let it slip.
Like, when he slipped, I remember just in my household, a Liverpool household, it was eerie. It was quiet.
Yeah.
Like there was no, like, it was just my little brother at the time, proper baby, just crying. Like, but it was about something else. But everyone was quiet.
Yeah.
It was just eerie, and we're like, what? And then
you
all the way to the end of the game, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna break them down. But Chelsea didn't even try counter-attack.
Bro,
they just sat.
You know, one image that sticks out to me in that season is when Chelsea scored that second goal, and you just see Jose running towards the Chelsea fan, just doing this.
Even when he wouldn't give Gerrard the ball back.
Because I think they only played a B team in that game. They had a Champions League game the next week, if memory serves me right.
Yeah,
I think they had what's that Australian goalkeeper who was like 38 years old at the time?
Schwarzer.
Yeah, bro. Schwarzer, man. When you watch that back now, bro. Yeah.
Oh, hello?
Young, frail
okay,
Yeah,
good.
that's
nice. I think that's what irritated me the most about that Chelsea game, though, was that I did not feel that we would come back, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, the way Chelsea Mourinho had that set up, it was like, and
we didn't look like we was gonna score at all in the game.
Yeah, like we just didn't look like we was gonna score.
The thing is, at least you can say that. In my heart, we could still do it. Like, it was in hindsight, I look back and we're like, we're never gonna score. At that time, I'm telling you, all those crosses from Glenn Johnson and stuff, I was like, oh, it was close, but it was never close.
Never close.
It was like, I don't know, like as soon as we went one down, like maybe there was like maybe a 5-10 minute kind of period or whatever, but it's Mourinho, and that was Mourinho like back then. So I all I kept thinking was, brother, we are not scoring, bro. And how you knew he wasn't going to score, because as you said, Glenn Johnson putting in these fucking crosses like no man's business, and you could even hear the crowd as well. Like, you know, usually if we're 1-0 down, the crowd will start moving mad. I felt like they even started to get a bit silent a little bit, where it's like, yeah, this is long now.
Hey,
like, it's a long
Jerry,
game.
like how you coach as well, yeah. You look back and go, why did the two centre-halves split so wide and let Gerrard just be the lone one in the middle? Like, I felt like they split so wide. I know it's still his damn fault in it, but it felt like they was like, nah, he's gonna control that.
No, but the thing is, they weren't even. But you had to, because ultimately, when they were doing that, it was to Gerrard wasn't like, he didn't have the legs to play inside the block, so you get him outside of it. You need those centre backs quite wide, because the full backs were getting high, because you had a narrow front too and a narrow midfield. Because they didn't do so. When he was there, it was like Saka was near Demba Ba, but you just couldn't foul him. He got back
As soon
there,
as
but
he
he just
touched, he was gone, bro.
even Gerrard got within
Yeah,
like a
he did,
meter.
yeah.
Like it wasn't like he was empty. Like in our heads, we feel like it was far, but it was because he
Bro, he
slipped.
felt like he felt like they were far, bro. Because
But listen, that's the
as soon as he
equivalent.
touched
Yeah,
it, I was like, oh, it's a
but
goal,
that's the
innit?
equivalent of like imagine Virgil just slipping at the back, and then you just got like Robbo and whoever. That gap will look massive when he's got to run into it. But Gerrard was like, if anyone in the team, you'd think there he's not losing the ball. No pressure
You know,
on
I
him
think
as
he
well.
did that last season. Last season, Virgil slipped on it. You know when we was.
He did. He looked like
Yeah.
the same thing. Yeah.
Like, there's no way, bro. Yeah.
Nah,
Man, I don't know, man.
I put it in.
I do think that Torres, though. That game, bro. I don't think he wanted to score. Then that's why he passed it to Willian, bro. Because he was an easy tapping, bro.
Yeah, he weren't trying to score.
He didn't
What
want
man
to
to what to get you what stoned in after the game and that? That's long.
Yeah, because I went full Gerrard Defense League after that game till this day.
Yeah.
Started just talking shit like you do know it was 2-0. We had the whole half to score. That's my defense, bro.
Yeah, even if that didn't happen, they did score after that.
Yeah, because they keep making out like Gerrard's goal was the last goal in it, but it wasn't. So it's like you got a whole half to score a goal, bro. But yeah, Kemba Barblet, William.
All right, let's skedoodle on. Let's go back a bit in time. This is the Kevin Keegan season.
Oh, I love it if we beat them. Love it.
I would love it if we would beat them. I think that was 95, 96. If I
asking the wrong brother for that, bruv. Now I can't tell you. I can tell you what happened, but I weren't there to experience it, so I can't tell you what it was because our brother wasn't even born. I was born when the season was ended. Like, I mean.
So obviously, Newcastle finished second behind United. United finished on 82 points. Newcastle on 78. So there was a 4-point difference. But prior to that, Newcastle did actually have a lead over Manchester United before that. So that's why everyone thought, okay, yeah.
Still called the thing, innit? Still called the greatest bottle of all time. No?
Stan Collymore, it's Stan Collymore, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was he there?
Yeah, Stan Collymore at Liverpool. He's the one that scored
Liverpool when it was 4-3.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean sorry.
Remember Kevin Keegan when he fell to his knees when he was like, I can't believe it.
Yeah. Now that was it was a mad season. Like it was just a mad season because that was probably what we would see. Like if it was trying to, I'm trying to think of an equivalent now. Who would that be? Like
what, Keegan?
No, like that Newcastle team at that time, because they were good teams. Not like they were their team. They were
probably like Spurs with Pochettino.
You know what? Yeah. Pochettino, Spurs. Yeah.
Okay. First. Yeah, now we can.
Newcastle were big drip back then. Rasprilla and all that, bro.
Bro. What a baller.
Like it was, but obviously because you know what's so crazy? You always know it's going to be a memorable season when there's something memorable, i.e., Kevin Keegan with the rant and stuff like that, kind of thing.
It's fucked up, because they made that about Keegan because his rant was so like passionate and that, but that's because Fergie started doing all the mind games and that. He was talking shit in another interview, but no one ever plays that. And then obviously the commentators do what they do, and the interviewers are like, you do know that Fergie said this is what he said. He's still got to go and he's got to get points. And I'll tell you what, I love it if we beat them. Love it. Yeah, it didn't, bruv. 12-point collapse, bruv. It was over with.
And
did
also,
did Kevin Keegan say that after they lost to Man United?
No, it was a different. So they interviewed Newcastle. I think they had just drawn a game.
Okay,
so they were 12 points ahead, and I think they had just drawn a game, or they drew a game, and then it was still 12 points. And then Manu had won. And then he was just talking shit. I don't know if they might beat us actually. I think they beat us or Blackburn. And then he started waffling, bro.
So I'm
just like, we'll catch him, bro. You get me? It's not a problem.
So I'm just looking here. So there was actually two crazy quotes actually that season. There was the Kevin Keegan quote, but there was also the quote from Alan Hansen.
Yeah.
Can't win anything with
kids.
Because Man United had just lost. It says here, Man United had lost that day. It was the opening day. They lost 3-1 to Villa. Guess how many points Newcastle were ahead in the league at one point?
12 points.
12 points clear.
Yeah, I remember, man, because I remember my dad talking about it. And because remember back then, us Liverpool fans, we had to live off other people's success, brother. Weren't ours, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we finished third that season. To be fair,
Yeah, but obviously Keegan was their manager. And my dad lost Keegan in it, so it's like, all right, let's run that, bro. Crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy.
12 points clear to them finish 4 points behind. That's crazy.
And that Alan Hansen quote lives on to this day, bro. People always mention it, man.
Why is it that Liverpool fans? Yeah, I just recall my childhood. It was like a player that was associated with Liverpool, and they were doing better than us. I'd support that team. I'd support.
Yeah.
So you know, like
that's how it was.
You know, like when Owen goes Madrid, all of a sudden, yeah, Madrid. Before that, you might have rated somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? If Suarez went Barca, even I was like, yeah, Barca, man. Yeah, I'm watching them and they need to win everything now. Like
because they were like
that's a bit like a lot of the American sports what people still do. The player leaves, they just follow the player and see what's going on over there. But yeah, man, we were attached back then. I've seen a couple of documentaries on that as well, because obviously we weren't born, but the tribalism started at a point, and it wasn't always like blood and guts and everyone wants to kill each other rivalry. There was a mutual respect kind of thing in it, because I've seen some of the old timers talking about, you know, Matt Busby and Shankly and all that. And no, they were all cool in that, because Busby, he was at Liverpool first, and that. No one ever mentions that though. But
no one ever mentions that.
And obviously, when the Munich air disaster happened, people lent them players on it. You know what story that is, bruv? That they lost most of their team, apart from like Charlton and the goalkeeper and a couple of other subs and that. People lent them players, and then they won the Champions League the year after, bruv.
That's crazy. That's actually mad. Like that whole kind of stuff. That's why when people talk about it, I'm like, yeah, you gotta be easy with them things there, you know, because it's a bit mad. But how would you guys, like, for those who remember it anyways, like, how would you guys? For me, I had it as that was a good season. I had it as that. I don't think it was like simply the best or anything, but I did think it was.
It's a weird one. If it's like in terms of the story, it's massive, in it. But if it's in terms of the quality, I mean, you fell away 12 points on it, so.
That's what I'm saying, and you ended up losing it by 4 in the end. Like,
yeah, probably go with that. It's definitely not the bottom one, so I'll probably go with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely wouldn't have it there.
It just showed the that we need a bit of drama, bro. Because you know me and you and Jay was on the other day, and I was in the chat, and he was talking about like how this Liverpool season feels.
Yeah,
needs something in it. No, I'm not blaming Scott because it's his first season and that, bro. But they always used to have the Batman Joker thing, the Wenger and Ferguson and the Mourinho and Ferguson. Like, you need that, man. This fucking nice. Let's be nice to each other, and I can't wait to have a glass of wine with you and that, bro. All right, man. When your career's done, innit? You know, like how you got Wenger and Mourinho, they're always chilling together and that now. But he called you a specialist in failure, bro, like a prick.
Bro, Joe, you know how mad that is for someone to call you a specialist?
That's the rudest insult I've heard, bro.
Specialist in failure, like that is actually mad, man. But all right, let's move on. I'll leave that one. Chelsea 09-010. It's funny because we was having we were talking about this the whole Chelsea 09-010 season. Let me just get the
I did think remember the last message I sent on that thing about I felt like ENDZ was disrespecting Rooney, bro.
Yeah, ENDZ was. Yeah,
Yesterday when I was at the studio, I was filming the advert for my brethren. He's the Man U fan, innit? And I went to the end of your video and screenshotted the ranking and showed it him, innit? And the first thing he said was like, "What?" He said, "How come Rooney's not the top, bro?"
Chat to ENDZ, bro. Like chat to ENDZ, bro.
I was trying to tell man in the chat, bro. Black gloves Rooney, bro. With the receding hairline was the coldest.
Hey, listen, bro, he won nothing in it, bro. So why am I gonna give him credit for
no, but he was cold though.
Because when I said the same thing about Virgil,
he wasn't better than Lampard, bro.
Okay, G, you're gonna see what I said now, innit? I'm pretty sure because when I said the same thing about when you're trying to put at the beginning trying to put Virgil at the top, I said the same thing. Like he didn't win anything.
Yeah, I hear it. No, I hear it. That's actually bad. That's actually shit. So this season 09-010, 1 point.
Yeah.
Separated Man United and Chelsea 1 point. That's mad. Arsenal bad third season. And then Spurs fourth.
The bad boy teams though, man. Both teams had just good players, bro.
Bro, I'm looking at even the picture. Man said Belletti, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, like who's just there for the sake of being there. Ivanovic, Paulo Ferreira, Lampard, Anelka, Matic, Ballack, heck, Maluda, if you want to throw him in there. That's a fucking team.
But did you think that was a good race, though?
Similar to this season, right? Because no one they just beat the teams that they needed to beat.
Yeah, but the team was stacked, though.
Do I think I would put it in? Let me even look at the.
It was like if Arsenal had won the league, maybe, innit?
It was Ancelotti's first. It was his thing. Drogba obviously got 29 goals that season.
The only thing I remember about that season is
10 assists as well.
The team that United wanted, they needed Thingy to beat them, innit? They needed Wigan to beat Chelsea.
Wigan to beat
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
and Chelsea won 8-0, bro.
Oh yeah.
But your kind of nonsense that is, bruv. You're asking Wigan, need to beat. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jerry, during those times, Wigan at the end of the season turned into ballers.
These men were looking
they did. But the thing
Radiego and them, man. Come on.
Hugo Radiego,
Maloney and that. Sean Maloney.
Yeah,
and
Maloney.
Wasn't Charles Zombie in there? Hey, no, we had a little thing there.
No, but it's so funny with Wigan. It's like the first 20 match days, they were the worst team ever. And then the final 18, they turned into Ballon d'Or, all the players.
But the thing is, it's not even that we're a bad team. They could just play ball. And what happened is that after a while, they're like, oh, we just got to kind of score as well. Before, they used to play great football under Martinez.
When Valencia
trash.
Before we moved to United.
Before we went to United.
Yeah, Valencia, yeah.
That's when Valencia
had really good scouting.
Remember that Valencia used to have a different name on the back of his top at first.
Antonio, I think it was Antonio.
Yeah. But I was so confused at one point. I was like, bro, what's going on here, bro? He used to have a different name. Yeah. I don't know, man. Jerry, that's happened before, though. Remember that happened with Liverpool, didn't it? When we were a point behind City, we needed Brighton to beat them on the last day of the season, and then Glenn Morris scored, and they were winning 1-0. We were playing Wolves. Tell my TV, bruv, you know the little thing comes in the bottom of the corner. Aguero scored again, bruv. This shit was 4-1 so quick, bruv. I said, all right, it's done. End it now, bro.
That game just spun. In answer to your question, Jerry, I thought I'd put it in the bottom one. I'd be like, yeah, it was all right. Like, in terms of even as a race, I just felt like, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
Because it was like they were the two best teams. So it was kind of never like Liverpool, Man City now. So it was only going to be those two anyway, fighting for the title. So they were really just battling against themselves, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I would put it in there. Where did I put it? Meh, it was all right. I'm gonna just put I don't know, unless you guys want me to put the Aguero on in something else, but I actually thought that race was a mad, like, right until, bro, you're talking, your game's finished, this game is still going, and then my man scores it right at the death. Madness. I ain't never
Even
seen
if you
that.
watch the Premier League year's season review and watch how all the games went in chronological order, bro, that shit is cold, bro. It's like a movie, man.
Yeah.
The fact that Everton came back from, what was it, 4-2 down at Old Trafford with Steven Pienaar and then, man. What was the Croatian striker?
Steven Pienaar. That was a deep team, you know.
If I'm correct with that season, because obviously
when I think it was then when Ferguson clocked that, we have to get Moyes in, you know.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're Liverpool fans in it, so I was like, I just want Man City to win the league, bro. As I said, if I knew what I know now,
I
would have thought United beating them. But that's all I wanted, man. And I remember being in I don't even know. I was in like Frankie and Benny's or Harvest or something. I just know that. You know them ones that your missus is trying to take. I'm like, so why you want to watch them for? You don't even like them teams. And all right, man. And then I remember the game being on in the corner, bro. That's the game when Arsenal beat Man City. Arteta scored from outside the box. And I was like, shit, he's gonna. He was like, he's gonna fuck up the whole title race, bro. Like, Man City ain't gonna win the title. And I think it was 3-2 or 2-1 to Arsenal. And man. Then,
I'm like you, Savage. I wanted City to, because I was like,
I want City to win. Even to this day, bro, man, I had goosebumps when Aguero scored on that. I was all excited for them. I was like, this is cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was excited as shit, bro.
Yeah, same.
I felt how I felt about Leicester, bro. But obviously, you know what I mean? Then they dominated after that.
What was crazy with that whole thing? Go on.
Wasn't there a Manchester derby like 3 match days before the ending And that's when Vincent Kompany scored the header.
Kompany scored a header, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that Monday night. I remember the amount of hype for it.
What's mad for me as well is that you don't get it nowadays because obviously smartphones and stuff. But it was when the United game was finished. I saw a brother with like a wired cable.
Yeah, the radio.
Looking like this with the radio. With the radio like this. Like trying to make sure, do you know what I mean, that he can get the right frequency and that. And I was like, this is crazy.
What was amazing was watching.
And you know, like there was like other people like celebrate, like people doing like these false hope. Like, yeah. City are lost, but it was like 5 minutes delayed, didn't it? It's like City have lost, it's over. You got section of United fans celebrating. You got some of them just screaming like, no. That was crazy, man. Crazy.
You can remember Fergie trying to Oscar off, but obviously he didn't know what was going on. This is the first time Fergie looked old, bruv. Like in that moment, he looked old as shit. And it was, I remember him, Rio, and Owen standing right by each other, innit? And I just remember looking at Owen like, you piece of shit, bruv. I'm watching the other channel, I know what's going on, bruv. You piece of shit, bruv. Watching him usher and off, like, yes, dickheads.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like I'm looking at like they got like a photo gallery just like of the season. I'm just looking at some of the teams and of just trying to remember.
Is that the season when Berbatov scored that over kick against us, isn't it? Yeah, bastard.
But bro,
that was also the season when City won 6-1 away.
Yeah, 6-1.
When he scored a hat trick against us in that game.
Yeah, hat trick. Yep.
I was trying not to remember that one, but yeah.
No, the hat trick was still.
No, the hat trick was a bad boy hat trick. That's the maddest thing. Because one of the goals where he scored like this mad goal in that game as well. But Spurs had Nico Crenshaw, Modric, Adebayo, like some of these teams, nah, you man can't.
Different teams.
Sorry, Savage?
𝐒𝐔𝐁𝐒 and Huddleston and them, man.
Yeah. Literally, I'm looking at the team. I'm like, nah.
And then we got Liverpool rocking up with fucking Charlie Adam and Jay Spearing in the midfield.
We finished behind Everton that season.
Blame your legend, Mike. Blame your legend. There's one legend that brought all these men to the club.
I know.
It's yours as well, Jerry, bro.
Ripped everything.
The Spanish script and was
like, Brexit.
Brexit means Brexit. Only English. Only
no more.
Stuart Downing on the left wing. Oh my god!
He just want a dried chicken with no seasoning.
What did he bought Henderson Downing, Charlie
Adam,
Andy Carroll,
yeah.
Brought through Jay Spearing, Martin Kelly.
Brought Suarez.
Yeah, I
was gonna say he did bring Suarez.
How the hell did he bring in Suarez?
I don't think he even knew. I can't lie. In my mind, he didn't even know who Suarez was. In my head,
I don't think so either.
The reason why they brought in Suarez, Carroll was the main target. Suarez was like, bro, we got to supplement it with something if this don't work. Yeah, grab man from Ajax. Remember, this is an unknown brother. Like,
I wouldn't say unknown, Jerry. He was destroying the Eredivisie.
No, but I agree with Jay. In the day and age, like in this day and age, in that day and age, remember, there's no social media.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
they're telling me about some guy in the Eredivisie. I'm like, who is this? I'm looking and his thumb's all purple and that. And I'm like, what is this, bro? Looking like frostbite. I don't know what it was, and you have to start taping it up. I was like, who is this? All I needed was
back as a Liverpool fan. You used to lie to yourself.
When he scored,
you lie to yourself as a Liverpool fan. Pretend that you like the players that come in.
Yeah.
Now, his first goal against Stoke City was so scrappy as well. Do you remember? It was just like just rolling into the net.
Oh, what's Konchesky? When we bought him, did you rate it? Like,
no, that's the one.
Okay, no.
To be fair, he was balling out of Fulham.
Yeah. I thought, you know what, Konchesky was all right though. Like he wasn't. I didn't think it was a dead player that we signed. Let's put it that way.
You know what it reminds me of, and I don't. Sal, forgive me. I know you like Robinson, but that's the sign. You know, when you go, that player is so good for the team they were at, and then they come to you and you're like, bro.
No, it's fair enough because Huller got relegated with Maguire and that, so it makes sense.
Fulham were just
but he was good, bro. He weren't like dead food, innit?
But
he was a consistent player.
But Robinson was gonna go Milan before he failed his medical with his heart.
I'm sure Konchesky was gonna go to other.
I don't know what you mean because you're right because Fingy in it. He was in that Fulham team. What got to the was it the Euro?
Got to the final?
European final. Yep.
Yeah. So it was part of that team, innit? Bobby Zamora and them, man.
But no, I'm not gonna back then.
Zoltan Gara.
I got gassed over every signing, innit? Every signing that came, I got gassed about it. like, listen, we signed
Markovic.
Yeah,
I thought Markovic was
he's a
going to be the
baller,
best
you know.
right winger in the world.
I was gassed over
When we got
Downing,
Downing,
though.
I used to have
I was
arguments with
gassed.
people in school because, you know, you had obviously Young and Downing that left the same summer, right? And we were supposed to get Young, we got Downing, and man were like, Young's the better one. I'm like, nah, Downing is, bruv. Like, Young's dead. I don't want
to be fair, Jerry, Downing weren't shit before we got him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He actually wasn't shit. He
Nah, he
wasn't
was cold.
But we got the wrong one, though.
He went
we
20
definitely got the wrong one, but he
games.
wasn't shit.
He went 20 games without a goal or an assist.
Yeah.
When,
Remember,
You can do that now.
Carroll-
I swear, man, are coming
Carroll
into
played
your
up
house.
front.
And Andy Carroll played.
well, Carroll mashed us up the season before we got him. He was good.
He
That
mashed
season.
up everyone.
Bro, he mashed up everyone in the first half of the
Yeah.
season. Forget
Yeah, he was
how he
golden.
played us. Like, that first
He
half
was
of the
golden.
season, he was mad.
And even Thingy as well, innit? Blackpool were good the season before. They had just got promoted. Ian Holloway.
Yeah, Elon
They had
Holloway.
my man, Charlie Adam, and remember the Don who don't look like a footballer, Gary Taylor Fletcher, but I don't know what that was, bro.
Yeah,
forgot about
Sunday League
Yo,
10,
Blackpool
remember?
actually played good football too.
Yeah. They were
Yeah,
cold,
which was
bro.
weird. Which
Ian
was
so
Holloway
cold.
was entertaining back then. That's when we had entertaining managers, though, innit? Mick McCarthy, Ian Holloway,
Mm.
Marie. Yeah, that was them.
Didn't Blackpool do the double over us in that season? I think
Yep.
they did.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, I think they did.
And Charlie Adam was running the game and that.
Running the show, blinders.
Set piece galore. I remember it was just lofting balls in set pieces causing problems.
Nah, disrespect, bro. Like, we tried to do the United thing by buying these players that keep beating us, bro, punching us up. We just buy them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy? You know what's mad? We Liverpool, we still do that.
Yeah, exactly.
We bought
Ben
we bought who else did we sign? Minamino.
Sadio Mane.
So that's a
Sadio
question.
Mane,
You know, what's the greatest player you've seen play against a team, and then they sign him the following season? It doesn't have to be Liverpool, and I don't mean like just random plays in some season before, and then they notice him, buy him the next season. Because I think United did that in pre-season, innit, with CR7. They played Sporting in pre-season. He mashed them up, and then they brought him in.
To me, it was the Van Persie one because Arsenal were moving mad, and he was scoring. He was moving crazy against them.
Yeah.
Probably Benzema to Madrid
Mm.
because he kept
Probably.
mashing them up in the Champions League, bro. Like every time I said, "Yeah, you gotta buy this, brother. Just buy him." I'll say
Probably for me, it's Lewandowski going to Bayern. I know he was a free agent at the time, but still, you can't do that.
Yeah, that was my one as well. It pissed me off, bro. I've never been so.
I was so pissed when that happened.
Watching Dortmund be stripped of all the bad boys, bro, it's horrible, man.
You know the worst one, Sav, when I felt like I was like, "Raw, this is deep." It was Goetze, bro.
Goetze, yeah.
And I was like, "There's no need to even get him. Like, what was the need to buy him really?" It's like, "Nah, run this Dortmund team, bro. We need to get all this." I was like,
What happened to what was it that Goetze has or had?
When he nearly died.
Yeah. What was it? Like, what was the?
Was it like a metabolism thing or stomach or something?
No. I just remember.
He just loses weight quick.
Nah, he wasn't like. I remember seeing his face was like starting to get like puffy, but like
I think he's got.
Yeah, he ended right. He had some metabolic disease, I remember, and he was starting to like atrophy in his muscles and all that business. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
Like his body was fighting against itself.
It's mad when you see stuff like that. Because do you remember at one point? I don't know. It was like they said that Van Persie was nearly went blind. Anyone remember that?
Yeah,
it's so random, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah, he did. There was
I
one.
remember the report, and that was like Van
man's
Persie
gonna start
see
walking
again.
around with sunglasses and that.
And I think it needed
He had good habits.
What Scholes nearly happened to Scholes as well, something along those lines.
Yeah, all I know is he was chewing on his daughter's big toe. That's all I know that much.
I knew that was going to be next.
Anyways, let me move on. Before
how about she's disabled? Is just cleaning them. What about that? You never know, bro.
Let me even move on before they try to cancel my thing. You man do it on your channel. We'll go to something a bit more recent, which is the 23-24 season. Obviously, last season, 3-horse title race: Liverpool, City, and Arsenal. Obviously, City won it again as they do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I thought like it was it was a 3-horse race which we haven't seen for years.
Yeah, haven't seen,
And I think that was why I put it in there anyway, because I said, you know what, I actually can't remember. I think it is the 09-10 season where it was a bit more of a race. In
That was
terms
the closest one to a 3-horse. That one.
Yeah,
G, I'm gonna go first in terms of where I put it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it at the bottom, bro. And I don't know if I'm doing it because we didn't win it.
That sounds mad biased still.
No,
it does sound very biased.
That's why I'm gonna try and add the context to it. I don't know. I don't feel no way about not winning that one. Like maybe because we're doing well this season, probably I've put it away somewhere in my brain where I forgot about it. But yeah, it was just like boring, bro. I didn't feel like it was like Arsenal was like doing certain things and Man City were doing. It didn't feel exciting. I was just like, if we won it, we won it. But when we had all the injuries,
has been scarred by last season, bro. What are you talking about?
Nah, because when we had all them injuries, Savio, we had all them injuries, bro, and it was just like I didn't expect.
Okay. Take off the Liverpool perspective. Just in terms of a race, how did you see it though? Like, yes, for Liverpool, yeah, I agree. I hear what you're saying.
No, I always thought Man City was going to win it, bro. I think the Arsenal fans kind of was a bit deluded, bro, to think that because what they didn't realize, and I remember we kept saying it on streams as well. What you guys don't understand, Man City can win 20 games in a row if they need to. So it's not nothing new because we were fighting against them for the years prior to that. 3 years before that, we were going head to head. You're losing out by a point. So when I looked at it, I'm like, was that really like a race? I know it felt for some people that but for me, bro, I thought it wasn't that good to be.
All I'll say is
I was more excited about winning like the Carabao Cup with the youngsters than I was about that.
No,
race.
but that's what I'm saying. You're that's the Liverpool bias.
Yeah, G, I think
more from a race perspective. But
I think the race was. I think it was a good race, and I think there's obviously stories in there because obviously Klopp had said that he was leaving halfway through the season as well. Arsenal looked like the better team. They look better than everyone most of that season. But we kept scoring in the last minute of games, innit? So it was exciting for us getting the victories. And I remember because we all built up to a narrative. It wasn't even built up to a narrative. It was the truth. We were going into that stage of 10 games left, innit?
Yeah.
And we played Man U and got knocked out of the FA Cup. And then from that moment, we kind of got fucked on it. 10 games to go last season. Arsenal and Liverpool were joint at the top of the table.
Yeah.
And City was second with a point behind on it. But they had games in hand, bro. Because of the remember we played Arsenal, they went to the Club World Cup, we drew against them, and then we drew against Man U. So no one took the advantage. So then going into them final 10 games, I remember we was all doing streams on like Liverpool's final 10 games and what's gonna happen the final 10 games and all that stuff. And then obviously we had to play Man City, and I think we drew with them. That was one when I think Trent scored. It was 1-1.
Oh, yeah.
And then Liverpool fell apart, bruv. We fell apart very quick, and then we played Palace. We lost 1-0.
Lost 1-0. Okay.
And then on the same day, Arsenal lost to Villa on it, like the half-4 kickoff, which gave everyone a little bit of a chance. But because City had games in hand, they just went on and did their thing. But the reason why it was wide open is because it was the first time Arsenal was like they beat City on it.
Yeah,
they had beat them with the 𝐒𝐷𝐾𝐃 deflection and all that business. So it seemed like they could do something, but they didn't. They failed, bruv. And then City went on when they done their thing. Because when the season was done, they finished 2 points behind them at the end.
Literally 2 points. And even here, I mean, Arsenal had the most wins that season. They had 28 wins.
Yeah. Because once City get into that stride, bruv, bruv. So I don't know.
City are the only team I've ever seen in the history of the Premier League who, like, maybe Manchester United actually as well, to be fair, where there's just this air of like inevitability. Even this season, as shit. Obviously, now we know they're shit, right? But even when they were doing shit at the beginning, I was like, nah, man, this ain't gonna last long. You just kept having this feeling that, bro, they just need to get one win, but they kept getting a win, and then they would lose their next game, like Sporting, get slapped up there. You just think, right, like.
But you're right. They couldn't actually build on it because normally they would. If they had a bad result in the league, they'll play someone in the cup and they'll just slap them, annihilate them. But when you're looking and they were like, they were losing in the Champions League as well. You're like, you guys can't even build on any momentum right now. It was so inconsistent and doesn't help.
Yeah, because if Arsenal had this season, City last season, they would have won the league easy, bro.
They would have won the league, yeah.
I know that for an Arsenal fan, they're more emotionally attached to it, so they're screwing about certain like results and that. But I think when they lost to Villa and then I think they lost to Fulham or something like that, or drew Fulham, bruv, that Villa was mashing everyone up, bruv. You remember when Villa boxed Man City off the park last season, around Christmas time? Yeah. That Villa was different, bruv. So, yeah, it's a mad one still. But I get what ends means. But by the time we got to the end, it's only because we all know what City's like, innit? But for other people who were different kind of neutrals and that, it was 2 points at the end.
Maybe it would have been a bit more exciting if Arsenal would have won it. Maybe because then you would have to have dealt with the rivals.
Yeah. He was just getting to the point
because
of
Man City won it. Yeah, because City won. You're like, I'm used to these men. Like, is that what you stopped them? They won the 3 before that anyway. So,
yeah, mad season.
Let's move on to. I just look at which year that was. So we've got 07-08 season. Manchester U. This was in the middle of their 3-peat that they.
That's the best. That's the best Man U team, and it Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo.
Yes, sir. So this was the top 3. Man U on 87, Chelsea on 85, Arsenal on 83, Liverpool in 4th on 76. So we was great back there.
It's all right, man. Respectively, you know what I mean. Listen to what Savage just said about the front line they had, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I 100%. 100% know. I mean, even bro, I'm just looking at like the stats and stuff here. If you look at the assist, Fabregas got 17 that season. Ashley Young got 14. Gareth Barry got 10. Kalou
in the league.
Yeah, this is all that. This is just league. This is just in the league. Wayne Rooney on 10 as well. Nani had 9. Elano IG, he had 9 as well.
He was crap, man.
He had his time. He had a period of time. He had a period of time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he had his moments.
That came from somewhere dark.
Yeah, that came from somewhere like that. He did sign to you. Like,
yeah, it came from somewhere dark because he didn't have to say that. He could just let the name go.
Brazilian. No, but the way man went Elano, like, bro, that's he's not even the streets won't forget later, bro.
No. Elano is 1,000,000% a street.
He's not even. I mean, he's not even that.
No. You know why he has to be? Purely because remember that's at the what do you call it? The beginning of Manchester City as we know it today. Like he is literally one of their first ever in this new Manchester City. He's one of the first signings that they ever made, kind of thing, and he was just this kind of player. But I'm not saying he was good like that, but he's one of those players. I was like, no, he was a decent guy. But yeah, as I said, United won that league title. Obviously, a close race within that. I'm just having a look to see what else was popping that season. Oh my God, look at the goals! Jesus! All right, name 2. I'm going to ask everyone here, yeah. And you can't name Ronaldo or Torres because that'll be too easy. Name 2 players you think would have appeared in the top 10 goal scoring list that year.
Defoe.
No.
Right, Defoe went banging. Normally starts off with like
Defoe.
5 and then drop off.
Defoe.
Yeah, because normally starts off with like 5 goals at the start and go clear and then.
Don't tell me Benjani was there.
Benjani.
I might.
Okay. That's when he was at Portsmouth, right? Or Man City?
Benjani scored more goals than Tevez. You know,
Benjani or Man City Benjani.
You said that sword celebration, innit? The night celebration.
Was it the Portsmouth one? Because they won the FA Cup that year.
Yeah. And then they got relegated.
It was.
No, that was 09-10. They got relegated, I think.
Season after.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that curse on it because Blues had the same thing. They won the League Cup and then got relegated season after.
Go on, name another player you think would have been in that top 10.
Why is it assist?
John Carew. John Carew?
John Carew. He's number 10.
That's with
John Carew.
I'm actually young, bro.
Yeah, Norwegian striker.
Do you know how cold that was? A Bangladesh, John Carew and Ashley Young, the front 3, bro.
Literally is number 11.
With Petrov, Barry, and Milner in the midfield. That was.
What did you rate Bangladesh like that?
You know, think you did then. Adebayo.
I rated that system they had, bro. I rated that. He had a Bangladesh just had bare speed. John Carew was just the ultimate target man. And Ashley Young was just, once he cut back and whipped, bro, you know that's a goal.
You say Adebayo was there?
He finished level with Torres.
Oh yeah, honestly just said it, but he definitely Googled it. I was about to say that same thing with Roca Santa Cruz, man. That was that season. Premier League.
Definitely Googled that because I would never remember that.
Yeah.
Who did Chelsea with? Did they have Drogba them times? 09?
Yep.
Yeah, Drogba left in 2012, innit?
Chelsea ain't got no one in the top 10 though.
After the Champions League.
Really? Chelsea got nobody in the top 10.
Is that before the boots? Before he got them boots from them man there?
No, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God, not again.
I told you, got the boots.
Berbatov there, G. That Spurs Berbatov in there, or now?
Berbatov
I don't know if he was injured that season or the season.
Berbatov is in the top. He joint level with Yakubu in
Has
fifth.
Van Persie been thrown in the hat yet?
Yakubu.
Man, like
Yakubu finished on 15 goals that season.
Oh,
Level with Robbie Keane, Dimitar Berbatov.
Was that Yakubu at Everton or Blackburn?
No, he moved mid-season, didn't he, Mike? Didn't he leave in January?
I can't remember.
Nah, I swear Yakubu left in January and moved. So he must have got goals at both teams. I don't know.
Let me check that.
That's the last season I remember him being that thingy. So
I'm just looking. It's honestly, sometimes these little throwbacks it makes my head.
Nah, he was just at Everton.
Oh, just Everton.
Yeah, he went to Blackburn 2011.
Oh, okay.
Oh, big guy. You know who was shit, bro? Anichebe blood.
Oh, don't get me started on him, bro.
Oh, Anichebe.
He's the one where he's that bad. He gives me hopes of being a footballer right now, blood. Yeah, bro. Him and Altidore, blood. Piss off, bro.
At least Jersey Altidore could get a goal, bro. I don't remember Anichebe scoring a goal.
Bro, Josie did nothing in the Premier League. Nothing.
I remember him scoring a couple goals for Sunderland, though.
So you don't rate a lot. I think it was like 60 appearances and he had like 3 goals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying I rate him, but I'm saying at least Jersey Altidore. I'm comparing Jersey Altidore and Anichebe.
Yeah, because Anichebe played for everyone. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Anichebe there's no way he got more than 30 goals in his whole career, blood.
No, but you know Anichebe. No, but
he played for everyone, bro. There's no way he got more than 30
when I heard
goals.
Anichebe speak and he had like that Scouse accent. You know
what I
mean? Man, like Vicky.
Savage, what did you just say?
He ain't got more than 30 Prem goals. There's no way, bro.
No, he's got 29 in his whole career. In his whole career.
Wow.
So man made a living and only scored 29 goals, bro.
Bro, stealing
for a living.
You know what? I have to respect man like Choupo-Moting a little bit more, bro, because I'm always saying like he's got the best agent in the world, but he scores goals, bro.
He does,
Anichebe, blood.
Anichebe got 29 goals in 250 appearances.
Yeah, man said he's the original industry plant, bro.
No, wait. Read that again. What did you say?
He got 29 goals in 215 appearances.
Nah, blood. And he was getting paid more than man like Kevin Phillips and them man, blood.
Nah, and then man they played in the Prem.
Bro.
Hey, big up
Everton, West Brom, Sunderland, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then he played for Beijing Enterprises and only got 2 goals.
Hey, listen, big up
any football team that ends in Enterprise, bro, allow it.
Something like a company rec team or something.
For a company team, bro. Yeah,
a recreational goals team or something.
Where would just quickly before we move on to the next? Where would you place that that season? What season is it again? Oh yeah,
07-08.
Yeah, 07-08.
What's the ones above? Sorry, G.
Oh, sorry. Simply Best. That was good.
I will put it as a good title race simply because even though you know some seasons when they finish off, the team that's third looks very close, but they weren't part of it.
They weren't close. Yeah.
That's how I felt that season, bro. It's like when Man U finished behind Man City on the Solskjaer, bro. They finished second, bro. They didn't do anything, bro.
Is that the following season as well? They started creating those Sky adverts off of the counter-attacks United was doing. I think Arsenal made one of them.
Yeah.
And they made the players invisible on one of the adverts.
That advert's cold, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, right. Ronaldo was just scoring from everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
I got
Ballon d'Or Ronaldo, that was, man.
That was Ballon d'Or Ronaldo. I got Blackburn in there. To be fair, I shouldn't have put them in because that was a 42-game season.
I throw them up there, man.
Where they won it 1 point, which is mad.
To this day, I don't understand how Shearer is still top, in the goal scoring thing.
No, you can. No, you know why you can? Remember, Shearer was playing for Southampton before he moved to Blackburn.
I get that, bro, but it's just mad that I'm like, Shearer is a bad boy. I'm not gonna disrespect him like that, but I'm just looking at the other strikers with the the amount of goals some of these men are scoring, and I still see men have left the league. Like, they can't touch what he's on.
All it is, man. Shearer, like, bro.
He was here for years, though, bro.
Yeah, he was there for time, and he was so cold, bro, in front of goal.
Yeah, he was, bro.
You can take anything away from Shearer, tech, whatever, but when it comes to just straight up striking, headers, and strength, bro, because he was strong as shit, Shearer's an elite bad man. I think he because he was gonna go United, innit? He turned him down to stay at Newcastle. Because obviously it's boycott Claude and that. One of them ones, man. Sometimes I wonder with players, innit? Because everyone just assumes that. I bet you regret that now, innit? But I don't know. I don't think they do, bruv.
You know what saves him, and maybe
that he already had a prem.
He already had a prem, so it's not like he was missing. Obviously Champions League and stuff, of course, and just winning it more. But he can at least not like Harry Kane. Like, Kane's gonna be sitting there thinking, bro, I didn't even win a prem, like not even just one single prem. Like, to at least walk
and I think
away.
it's all right as well if your team's never really expected to win the Prem either, and you stay there, and you can get another move. Like, Gerrard had the pressure of Liverpool were the team before the 90s, innit? So he had the pressure the whole time, and because of his age, he would have sold them some of them league titles as well.
100%. 100%. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's just get these Man City ones out of the way because they seem to have a few.
Just throw them in wherever, man.
21-22 season. Another one where we're a point off.
Simply the best.
Wait, the 21-22 is the Aston Villa last day of the season one.
Yeah. Simply the best. Yeah.
Simply the best.
Wait. Ain't this the best title race though? Not the best. This is a bit of a tricky one, because Liverpool were actually stinking up the place for a bit, bro, and we were 14
at
points
the end of the
them.
season.
So the only dope thing about it was that Liverpool dragged all them points back to get 1 point behind them. We're 14 points behind them at one point. Yeah, we had one game in hand or something, but
there
weren't like
a. But that's a good race, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not really, because we clawed it.
Because of how the last day of the season went as well. Yeah, I agree. That's true.
Because if you go like a good, I don't know, for me, if they're like neck and neck, and then you go into that, I felt like Liverpool clawed themselves back in it to make it that race.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what kind of gave you the thing is that they weren't in the race, but they ended up being in the race, which makes it better. It's like it's dramatic, isn't it? It's like
it made it dramatic.
Liverpool can win it because if City draw, lose that game, and Liverpool win, we're talking about that like an Aguero moment. Yeah, remember when Salah backed off his top and thinking that
Salah thought that he
that would be Liverpool's equivalent of the Aguero moment where you thought they were out.
To be fair as well, there was the running we had the running Gerrard storyline in it with a certain amount of games left to go. Because like I know I was one of them online, and I know the other people would have done it. Early in the season, I was talking about imagine if it gets to the last day of the season and Gerrard's the one that wins us the league. Because I remember, you check the fixtures early. But then obviously by the time we got to like after Christmas and we had started to drop behind, it's like, oh, that ain't gonna happen. And then obviously Coutinho started to ball out a little bit. I was like, okay, this is looking a bit mad still. And then
Gerrard didn't take Coutinho off. I think we win it, bro.
Yeah. The one thing I will say what's disgusting from Liverpool fans, bro, is that man don't take accountability. Because when that season was over, because obviously by then everyone was already online doing fan channels and all that. All us in people was blaming Gerrard. I'm like, blame us, bro. What you talking? He's a Villa manager, bro. It's not his job to win us the league, bro. I remember they kept asking Gerrard with like 5 games to go about Liverpool. They kept asking him, and he was. You could see him getting like worked up. Like, nah, Villa's my team, bro. Like, I mean,
it's disrespectful, bro. Like, how are you talking about? Yes, it's my former team, and I've got this mad affinity with them. I'm managing the games, and you're asking me for the next thing.
You changed things, because I remember seeing this at the beginning of the game. I was watching like Martinez walk across the pitch and he was drinking that Mata tea and that. And I was like, why is he in his tracksuit but everyone else is in the shorts? And I checked the lineup. I said, who the fuck's this goalkeeper, bro? I was just like shocked because I didn't know.
Gerrard got this villain arc. You don't even know, bro.
Yeah, but all the rest of Liverpool, I was just shocked in it. All the rest of Liverpool fans are like, yeah, this is the setup, bro. I can tell, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, think about it logically. It's the last day of the season. So you would give, remember the Villa can't win it.
You would give
whatever goalkeeper a chance on it. And then obviously Villa were winning the game as well. Coutinho had scored. And then when I seen Sterling and Gundogan warm up, I said, oh shit.
It was when I saw Gundogan, I was like, yeah, this is already done, man.
We were terrible against Wolves, by the way.
Yeah,
I
we
remember
were.
Konate made a
We're
mistake.
never good on the
That's
last
cool.
day though, but we always like win
No.
2-1 or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
We never
yeah,
like 2-0. We just win.
Even last season, what was the score in our last game? Was it 4-4?
4-4.
No, that was the season before
Oh, that's
Yeah,
season before.
against
sorry.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Well, we had a
Southampton.
4-4 the last game. Right. I
3-3.
don't remember that.
What was
What
last
happened,
season?
You know what happens though, like, because when people talk about Liverpool's title race, even last season, even though it's logically the points are the points on it, so I get it. But as Liverpool fans, we all know that, like, nah, but by the time we got to like 5 games left of the season, we couldn't win. I don't give a shit about the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't. When people go, "Oh, you was this many points behind Arsenal, Man City," I'm like, bruv, you think I count that, bruv? I don't. It happened, but I don't care about that. Once we had lost to Palace, Eze's goal and that, I said, "Fuck this, bruv." And then we drew with Villa. We were winning 3-0 against Villa. They brought it back. John Duran, all of a sudden off the bench, was beating West Ham, and then they drew with us 2-2. Bowen I said, "Fuck this league, bro." The man them have give up, bruv. It's over with.
But you know what it is? It's like you could tell though that they're giving up. Like, you know, when they're like, it's already kind of long. Like at this point,
I do get it. I do get it though. Like I don't even hold it against them. You know when it depends how proud you are as a country, and especially if you're a smaller nation. You know when you're playing for the 3rd place in like the World Cup and all that.
Yeah.
Bruv, if you're like Brazil or someone, fought 3rd place. Trying to get
that was Brazil in 2014 after they got smacked up.
2014 when they got smoked up before that, bro.
Oh, we still need to do. I'm gonna do a ranking show, like ranking like the best football matches, so both like leagues and international. Because
football died that day, you know. You know that
Yeah.
when Germany destroyed Brazil, football died that day. I felt it, bro.
I'm still in shock. Like they got slapped. Was it 7-1?
7-1. I just remember Schürrle like mugging them because I think Oscar's goal was still cold in that game as well. But it was already like 4-0 at the time. But yeah, I remember
it was 7-0. He scored to make it 7-1.
Bruv? Was it? It was 7-0 already. Yeah, remember
it was 7-0.
The box, innit? Bro, Schürrle and that was mugging man off, bro. Like,
Schürrle was taking the piss out of Brazil in that match.
It was the tears. It was the tears in the Brazil players' faces, and they just couldn't stop it. They just couldn't stop the.
It's because once Neymar got injured,
their hope had gone. Their hope had gone. Yeah,
it was like it's over with. Man got his whole spine cracked from an elbow, and that just allow it.
And Thiago Silva was out for that game.
Yeah.
Thiago Silva, fucking hell, but
and the fucking David Luiz crying in the national anthem. They got all freaking emotional.
I
knew it was first game of the tournament.
But look at it like this year. Germany hadn't beaten anybody by that scoreline in the tournament. The one team that you slap 7-1 is Brazil.
But the thing is, though, with Germany, it looked like they could score. Like in that tournament, they were so efficient, though. At any game, you looked at it and were like, they should have won by 5. They should have won by 6. But it was just that game. It was just they peaked at the right time, innit?
Gee, you are right though, man, because they started off the season, even though they won the games, they was quite casual about their wins. And then I remember they played against, I think it was Argentina. France, because I remember Valbuena was playing in that game, innit? And obviously, Benzema and the sex tape scandal and all that, you know what I'm saying? But I remember them games, man, and then all of a sudden, Germany started creeping up. I was like, hold on a minute, bro. Why did just mugging teams off like that, bro? And then
it's like they went into this zone, like they were just.
But that's happening in your own country, though, bro.
Yeah, that's why I felt like it was a little bit peak. But let's move on to the next one. Anyhow, let's get this last City one out the way. 18-19 season. 18-19 again, another point.
That might be the best one, isn't it? Not the best one of all time, but Man City, Liverpool, 18-19.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, both teams were unstoppable.
Yeah, that's company's goal, isn't it?
Winning,
win for win, bro. Just win for win.
Yeah. So okay, would you then put this
the company moment against Leicester? Oh man,
would you put the 21-22 season as that was just a good race instead then? If you're saying that this one is simply
maybe Although they had the moment at the end though with good and the comeback on the final match day. So
I think the quality of the one you're mentioning now was way better, bro.
Yeah,
that was two of the baddest teams in the land just going at it, bro.
Yeah, that's like to me. I don't feel like 21-22 was the same. Because it was
21-22
going hammer on tones like every week. Remember this one, we had to catch them. Like it wasn't a race until we caught them, really.
But which ones do you find more dramatic? Like, are you looking at it from just like the teams are good, or what's more dramatic? Like, if you were neutral, what's more.
Combination.
I'm looking at it like a storyline, right? And a storyline of like the underdog almost getting like that for me is more dramatic than just the two of the best teams going at it. For us, it's great as Liverpool fans, but for everyone else, it's like, oh yeah, one of them is going to win it. It wasn't really that dramatic. It was just, apart from obviously company slapping it in, which was just, you couldn't do anything about that.
I think the way I would see it as then, for me, I would have 18, 19 higher because like I get the underdog thing, but the reality is you were the underdog, you weren't the better team, so it's like whatever. This one wasn't there was no underdog. It was literally you two are on the same level.
But that's what I'm saying.
One of you can win
so
it.
like, you know, like I'm looking at it from like a dramatic point of view, like a Rocky in it. You don't expect Rocky to go and beat Apollo, but he does somehow. Do you know what I mean? Or he doesn't, but it's close. It's dramatic. It's like the Aguero moment was dramatic as well. Do you know what I mean? United should have won that. United should have won it. It should have gone clear, but they bottled it. And it was like, I don't know, no, but listen, either or in it. I think both times.
To be fair, Jared mentioning that season and the season after was literally like Rocky 1 and Rocky 2, bro. We went at Apollo, we lost on it in the first one, but everyone give us our respect. Second season, mashed them up, blood.
That's true. That's very true. That's very, very true.
Hey, that's
it's just like that, man. But you're all right. Quality of football, though, 18-19.
Yeah, quality was top. 18-19,
yeah. And I do like that, much as respect, like for only Liverpool fans will rate it, but us falling 1 point behind, winning the Champions League, and then saying, watch next season, blood. then just winning the league is crazy, bro.
The fact that we even did that, like, you're just sitting there thinking, fuck it now. All right, let's go on to the Leicester season. That was actually quite a few teams that were actually, Tottenham were even up in there.
Tottenham, Arsenal.
I remember, I thought Arsenal were going to win the league when was it, Danny Welbeck in the last minute against Leicester?
Last minute, yeah.
Oh, was it Danny Welbeck?
Yeah, so I thought Arsenal were going to win it.
I thought Spurs were going to do pretty well. I can't lie. I thought they were going to
start off on a house on fire, didn't they? Were they like top for the first 10 games?
I thought Spurs finished third, Man City fourth. Where's Liverpool? Eighth. I'm scrolling down trying to find us. Like, oh, we're eighth. Okay.
Arsenal crept just above Spurs right at the end, didn't it?
Literally last game. I'm sure. It was last game. Yeah,
and I remember this, and Dustin just mentioned the 2-2 game. Man, I have to remember, like, Hazard was terrible this season, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a shocker.
And then right at the end, he mashed up Spurs, bro.
and they beefed in it. That's when they had the scrap in it.
Yeah. This is called the Battle of the Bridge and that, bro. And Hazard just turned up for the final games, bro. I was like, yeah, this is mad still.
I'll probably put in Aguero, you know.
Yeah, I would, because Leicester's story was crazy, bro. I know we spoke about it a bit the other day when you did the Vardy thing and that, bro. But to finish 17th the season before and then go on that, what they did.
And the thing is, they were actually good. Like, you know, like sometimes you might be like, oh yeah, they were like okay, and then everyone else was just super shit. No, they were actually good. Yeah, you can still say other teams weren't as great, obviously, whatever, but they were good though. They
fingered, didn't they? They for that season they took the snobbery out of football. Whatever they needed to do, they would do it. The ball out if they needed to, route one if they needed to, 4-4-2. Yeah, it was
no possession, but runs in behind. They had super subs in Okazaki or whatever his name was.
Yeah. I think he come in the season. I think it was the season after that VAR came in, on it. Started to test it. I remember speaking about it right at the beginning of the season. I said, Leicester's fucked on it because when they won the league, the way them two at the back were mashing man up, bruv. They were dragging man up in the box and that. Wes Morgan and them, bruv. And the new season started, and every time they dragged someone's shirt, just like, oh, it's a penalty. And then they did all right in the Champions League as well. They didn't do too bad. That's the season after.
Yeah, they made it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Too bad.
No, they actually did. All right, let's go on to 08-09. 4 points between Liverpool and Manchester United. Chelsea in third. They finished 7 points off the top, but obviously this is the famous Rafa rant.
Yeah.
Didn't Man United go like 10 or 12 games in a row not conceding in that season? I thought it was 08-09.
Well, to be fair, you might be right because Edwin van der Sar won the Golden Glove.
Yeah, the mad clean sheet record.
Yeah, so I think it was. I think they kept the clean sheet for 10 straight games or something.
All right, here's the question.
You're right, Benitez got rattled that season, boy.
They did.
Name 2 players who are not named Ronaldo or Torres who are in the top goal scorers list that season.
I know who finished top that season. I think
Asamoah Gyan.
And Alcaraz.
Awesome.
No to Michael, yes to Savage.
Yeah, I remember because
Wait, Asamoah Gyan didn't get into really.
And Alcaraz that season was absolutely cooking, bro.
Yeah, Noko was good.
Goal scorer that season.
I swear Asamoah Gyan scored bare goals, G.
I think he got the money that... What season did Man City got their money, then they lost the owners and got new owners on it?
Yeah.
It was this season. This is the season they signed Robinho.
Yeah, Robinho was high up. He was on the left wing, but I'm pretty sure he was pretty high on the list that season because it was him. I remember this. So I was watching Premier League years before Christmas as well with that. I know
Robinho finished fourth.
Yeah. That
in fact, he got the same amount of goals as Fernando Torres.
Was Gerrard high up on the list then?
Yeah, Gerrard was
third. He was playing on the right, innit? He was playing on the right hand side, or like just behind Torres.
Gerrard's class.
Man got 16 goals that season.
Yeah, I remember.
So that season was kind of annoying.
You missed out. There's another Liverpool player, by the way, in that top 10. Just letting you know.
In the top 10?
Yes,
in the top 10?
Yes, sir.
Who played? Hold on.
Out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a hat trick, man. A hat trick helped him up there.
Unlike 𝐑𝐿, who's got the same. In fact, 𝐑𝐿 was level with Gabby Abongdor, Darren Bent, Kevin Davis, Frank Lampard.
I don't like this face Jerry pulls every time someone mentions 𝐑𝐿, bro. I've seen it for over a year now. Every time 𝐑𝐿's the one person Jerry always uses. He always uses it as a reference point.
I haven't said anything, have I? I haven't said anything.
I just remember, bro. It's ingrained in me, bro. I remember when you used to do videos on your channel and that. And one time you mentioned it, I was raging in the chat. I was like, nah, blood.
𝐑𝐿, man said he's just a runner, you know. Man just bought him to run.
No, he brought him to get goals. He ended up doing a Darwin Núñez and was in there just for passion.
Unlike
but he was cheap, so it's
Davis, you know, fuck you know. This is not really a like no one touched 20 goals, so it's one of them kind of seasons. But to be fair, there are some good players on this list, like. But there's players on here you wouldn't even expect. Like it's what I say about Jermaine Defoe. Like, why are you 16th on 10 goals? Like, I don't like
because he always started off the season racking early, bro. He'd be top goal scorer after like game week 5, and then after that.
So when it matters, he never scores.
Yeah, but he's got the same amount of goals as Kenwyne Jones. Like, what are we doing it?
That's crazy.
Kenwyne Jones, I forgot about my man. You know, fuck it up.
The Trinidad striker. Damn.
Every match of the day he was doing a flip. Every match of the day I was watching, bro. You get like every 2 weeks, he just does a flip because he scores a header or something.
In fact,
that season for Liverpool, we only lost 2 games in it.
Yeah.
Spurs and Middlesbrough.
We end up drawing. We only drew 4, I think, as well.
That Middlesbrough game pissed me off so much. I remember going into that, and Man, you had like 4 games in hand or some stupidness, bro. They kept cancelling their games because of the wind, bro. Yeah.
Nothing will piss me off more than our Arshavin scoring 4.
Yeah, I will say this though, and I don't understand to this day why Arsenal fans do this. They actually brag about it was a draw, bro.
Yeah, it was.
They speak about it like Arshavin matched us up and won the game.
Like it was 4-0 and he scored 4 in it. That's the way they speak of it.
Where would you rate that season? That 08-09 season? I feel like it
was good.
Yeah, if I take being a Liverpool fan, it was good.
It sounds like me. It was all right.
It could have been like more dramatic after we beat them 4-1. I think that could have been a turning point. But then Liverpool sort of they didn't really capitalize on that momentum, and then they just kind of faded away at the end. Especially after the 4-4.
He didn't finish that one.
I said, who's better, us this year or that Leicester?
Really?
No, you know.
No, why are you even thinking
probably
about
the Leicester team, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Leicester's team was serious.
Okay, I'll say the Leicester team
have a better attack. I'll say that. The defense, come on.
I'll say.
Okay, fair.
Nah, Fuchs and that.
He didn't even sound any conviction.
Fuchs had a delivery, though.
Yeah, the delivery, but he couldn't defend.
And they had my man in it, bruv. They had Gets at the back as well, Jeffrey Schlupp. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That die off the bench.
Yeah, bruv. And Akazaki was killing it. Bruv.
Ujoa.
See, I ain't gonna lie.
Okazaki would start for us. I'll say that at least.
Okay. Let's put you this way.
Theirs was more entertaining, 100%, bro. I have to say that.
No. Of course, I'm just trying to. No. I'm trying to. Fight Leicester's case. Midfield,
Bruv, they should only drink water and Kante, bruv. With
And they had a good
Mahrez
season.
and Albrighton, bruv. Like, let's move on.
And they had a good season though, and Vardy.
well, let's put it this way. Kante would waltz into the team that
He
we
would have
have
walked
now.
into any midfield.
Drinkwater was cold that
He
season.
was good that season, though. Yeah, he was cold.
That season,
He was
Yeah,
good
he
that
got
season, and then
Chelsea
what
on the
happened
back of that.
after?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, but
not
all-
jumping.
all-
But that's how he got his
that
move, though.
season-
Chelsea was off that.
He's
ball.
not jumping in this team, bruv.
All what matters is
Move
what happened
on.
that season.
Based
I don't
on
think
that,
what
no, but
Drinkwater
based on
did
that season, based on that
Got a
season,
gambling problem?
if he was having a season as good as he did right now, we'd be looking at it saying, "Yeah, Liverpool should go and get him."
Yeah.
We actually would.
You would.
We actually
You would.
fully would. We actually fully would.
We're never in that conversation. We're just never in that conversation.
And
We didn't
do you
have
know
to
how
think
this Liverpool fan base moves?
Yeah.
Look, okay, prime example, Adam Wharton. By the way, I think he is actually a good player. But look how he had a good back end to the season. And what
Everyone
did everyone
stopped
say?
talking about that 100 mil Adam Wharton thing, innit? That's funny, bro.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
the DM we
you
need.
know.
Why are Liverpool not going to get him?
Yeah, I'm with
Exactly.
you, bro. And
These times, Drinkwater won the Premier League. Like, he actually won it. So he would have more credit in the bank, should I say, for you to be like, you know what, actually, he was a part of a Premier League winning team. And he was one of the important players in that team as well. I don't know. Mahrez is definitely coming into this
G,
team.
all I'm saying
he's
is Salah,
Yeah, 100%.
Salah and
Over
centre-
Salah.
Vardy is as well.
No,
Salah
not
and
over
our-
Salah. I'm just saying he got
G,
coming.
Salah and our centre backs, bro. They're definitely getting in if we did a joint 11. After that, it's up in the air, bro.
It's up in the air. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Who
It's up in the air,
was right back for?
Danny Simpson.
Danny Simpson.
Exactly, Jerry, bro.
So you got so you guys taking Marco Albrighton or
Simpson's
Luis
the one I
Diaz
look at and I'm like,
or Cody Gakpo?
And now he's getting knocked out in
I'm
misfits.
taking
boxing.
Cody
What's that
Gakpo,
point,
Luis
bro?
Diaz,
Jerry, it's
bro.
about that
G,
season.
don't
bro.
even care.
over-
Oh, G.
hold on, you're taking Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz, like in terms of what they've
Over
done this season.
Albrighton, bro. That's
Not
what
for
they
nah,
done
nah,
that-
Albrighton
based on
that
what they
season.
No,
done
we're just
that
that season.
season.
We're just talking that one.
Not their ability as a player, what they've
Yeah,
done
yeah,
that
yeah.
season.
Albrighton. I listen. I rated it when we did the last show. I bigged him up, didn't I? But let's be honest, bro. Like, come on.
Nah. This is not
Albrighton,
the real.
Albrighton
I think
had
it's a
a
battle. I
better
can't lie, I think
season
it's a
than
battle.
any other
Defensively,
wingers
he
Bar
worked
Salah
hard.
are having now.
Yeah, but the same excuse you guys are gonna give, is if we look at that season, the top teams were dead food in that season. That's the same reason you're gonna give why
Yeah, but-
this
no,
season
but
we're winning the title as well.
Player,
No,
like,
but
it's-
regardless
G.
of that end.
So then we have to
regardless of that
compare the
end.
player.
No,
If
but
we're
ends,
comparing the
regardless-
season, both seasons was dead, right?
But regardless.
Can we agree on that?
No, but regardless.
Nah, I still think
Albrighton
our
and
season was
Mahrez,
more better than this.
Albrighton and Mahrez, right? Albrighton and Mahrez are having had a better season than any one of our forwards apart from Salah.
Yeah.
Definitely Mahrez. That's all I know.
Yeah, but you're
Like, I
basing it
agree,
off of it
definitely.
because they won the league, bro. That's what you're basing it off. Because
No,
if we
what
win
they
it, no,
done
No,
no,
but we're going to win the league now. So,
Can we
so
win- no, but if
it-
we revisit it after we win it, are you gonna still say the same thing?
Yeah.
Nah, just keep it now because we're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Because
but
We're gonna win the league now.
we're going to win the
Yeah,
league
G, I
now
was about to say
anyway.
that we're gonna win the league now. So just take it as we've won the league. Who's
Yeah.
the better team? I think
Then
Leicester.
Cody
I
and
think
Diaz
Leicester.
then.
What?
Over who?
overall Brighton, you
Nah,
asked, bro.
Diaz
That's
don't
what
get
my
in overall
fault.
Brighton for that season. not for
Not
that
Diaz,
season.
mate. Not Diaz. Like you can make your case for Gakpo, but definitely not Diaz.
Gakpo, yeah, but not Diaz. Not that season.
You like I'll give
Either
you.
way, he
I'll
still
give you-
doesn't get in the team. then.
Brighton had a better season than
what we talking
Gakpo's
about
had.
then?
this
Okay, you know,
season.
actually, to be fair, regardless, either way, Mahrez gets in over all of them. So
Well,
you've got your
G,
two.
that was
Yeah,
my
in
point.
on the
Remember, I
left-hand
said.
side.
Remember, I said the
You have
two.
to
I
kick
said
out
our
Salah
centre
if you want
backs.
him in, bro.
I said our centre
What
backs
was
and
doing left
Salah. Our centre backs and Salah definitely get in there, innit?
No,
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah,
And then if you
yeah.
want to put Gakpo in there, that's 4 players, bruv, out of 11. The rest of them, it's up in the air, mate. Because I'm saying, bruv, their midfield was better than ours is for that season. And Mahrez and Kante have to get in that squad.
They have to, bro. Like,
And
they
Vardy
have
well,
has to
and
get
if
in
you're
that
gonna
squad.
shoehorn him in a
Vardy's
different
Oh,
Vardy's
Vardy's
position,
oh shit! I forgot about Vardy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vardy has
Vardy's
to be in the
definitely
squad.
getting
are you
yeah.
are you shoehorning him into like different positions then? Because if you're saying Mahrez on the right, that's where he had his best season. Are we taking Salah out for Mahrez' season? No, we're not doing that. So Mahrez can't get in.
Albrighton had a better season than the season Gakpo's having. I'm not having it. We're not doing this biased, red tinted lens nonsense. He was more consistent, way more effective, played every single game. Like it's just as simple.
But
as
we
that.
already know your feelings over Gakpo anyway. So
No,
I
but
can't
I've said
take it
I
off.
want Gakpo to
No,
start over
but
Diaz.
when
But
it
I'm
comes
saying
to that
no, but I'm
anyway,
saying him to
bro.
start. No, but I'm saying him to start over Diaz
No,
as well.
no, we ain't
So your
taking
point's
that.
wrong
You
then.
can't-
But your point's
we're
wrong
not
then.
taking
I'm
it
saying
because
him to start
you're
over
biased.
Diaz.
Jerry, you're
So
biased
it's not
anyway.
biased. But how can I be biased if I'm saying he starts over Diaz?
No, but you're biased because you've always said you don't rate gap.
No, but that's
all
not,
I'm saying is
but
I'm thinking of the maths, bro.
regardless, that's not biased because
It's actually closer than you think, bro. Because I'm definitely not gonna have you not say that Robbo and Trent have to get in that team, considering how everyone's cost them this season. There's no way. So we know no one believes that.
Robbo's not getting in the team. Robbo's not getting.
I'm taking Fuchs over Robertson.
Yeah. Fuchs can go there.
Bro, Danny Simpson.
Be honest,
Danny Simpson that season was better than Trent this season.
Alisson that season.
So the back four with the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Michael, Fuchs, Konaté
Yeah.
and Virgil, Danny Simpson because he's better. Trent's not been that great this season. Kante's got to go in the midfield.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Vardy's definitely got to be in the squad.
Yeah.
There's
The
an
squad,
argument.
But you're saying
Salah's gonna
you're
be in
saying
there anyway.
Kante has to get in there based off of how he became.
Nah.
No, but that's what you're doing. But that's what you're doing. Let's be honest, bro.
No. Kante that season.
We're gonna be honest.
Season.
If you're gonna be honest, that's what you're doing. Because if you're gonna say Gravenberch hasn't been good this season,
No one's saying that.
This season has not been better than
no, but
Kante.
if you're doing impact. Okay, put it to you this way: with Gravenberch playing in the team, we lost one game.
What does that mean?
No, but that shows the impact this
with
brother
Robbo.
makes in
But
the
with
team,
Robbo,
bro.
But with Robbo in the team, it's the same thing, though.
No, but I'm not asking about Robbo. You're saying he should go in because I'm like, if you look for their seasons on season, if you take away what Kante became, you're marrying
about what he
became. Talking about Kante that season.
Yeah, just that season.
Yeah, no, but that's what we're doing. I'm saying if you compare them, Kante had a really good season in his position, but so has Gravenberch has had.
But we're not disagreeing with the fact that Gravenberch.
No, but you're saying he has to. That's what I just heard. We has to.
Ends. Okay, to be fair, them two never said that. I said he has to because I think Kante was better.
G agreed with you, bro. He said yeah.
So what's wrong with G?
Okay. Hold on. First of all, there's three positions in
triggered now, bro. You might trigger me still.
But it's not even. We're not even saying like man's not trying to dismiss what Gravenberch has been doing. But if you're trying to say that, what you think that's on the level of what Kante was doing?
Yes, it is because I'm not looking on the tinted glass of how Kante became. If we're saying how Kante became,
we're not talking about
that season.
That season, bro.
Ends is trolling us,
bro.
Not as good as Ends. You got to be trolling, bro.
That was an all-time season from Kante.
Yeah, and
obviously, we're
talking about that season. We're not talking about what Kante became. Take away.
But that's the reason why you're saying that's the reason why you're giving him the extra, bro.
But no, it's not. If we speak about how Kante became, then it wouldn't even be a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a conversation.
No, but that's what I am saying. But what I'm saying is, you can't tell me they're saying that he had a better impact than Gravenberch as well. You can't just go, it's over the moon.
You
realize that Leicester City won the league with this guy.
But our argument is you're saying we're going to use the exact same. We're going to go on as if Liverpool has won the league, right? So I am saying when you look at Kante's impact on that Leicester team, amazing, right? But Gravenberch has had also the same. We can't say he hasn't.
Not as good
Hold on, but Ends. Would you agree that Leicester are a worse team than what Liverpool are right now?
Well, Liverpool are a worse team either way.
No. So do you not think that Leicester? So do you think that Leicester's team?
No, because we're not gonna do. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna compare the players on based on their season. We're not gonna do that. Because that's where we're shifting the goalposts. No, because we're going to shift the goalposts. Because if I go, well, Trent is a better player than Simpson, then so Trent should go in.
The season ends when you started the season.
No, because you're going to shift the goalposts. Trent is a better player than Simpson.
But you're not shifting the goalposts.
No, I'm not. Because you're saying, well, is Leicester team not better than Liverpool?
To be fair, you're the one moving the goalposts because you said the impact on the team. If you're talking about
shifting the goalposts,
no, okay, and let me finish, and I'll tell you, and then you can tell me I'm wrong in it. How can you talk about impact on the team and then go, we're not going to talk about which team is worse? Of course, bruv, that's where impact comes from. If one second. I'm going to let you speak.
That's not me shifting it. No, I was trying to keep it level. So that's not me shifting it.
One sec. One team was finished 17th the season before. Yeah. And then they won the league the following season. Liverpool at this, we're going to go that.
Wait, you're adding too much context. That means keep it on the same
Liverpool. Bro. Gravenberch's impact has took Liverpool from third to winning the league.
Yeah, but you're adding extra context to make the point.
Oh, I didn't.
We have to stick to the we have to.
That's the only context.
No.
He was only there for one season.
No,
Kante only played for one season.
We can't stick on the argument. We're talking about that season and this season.
I did.
If you add the extra context, you're talking about previous seasons. Of course, it would make Leicester look better. But I don't care about that. I'm talking about you asked the question about the whole season, the title winning.
No, and you're right, but I'm telling you, you're the one who brought that up. Then take away the impact for them. You can't.
No. How did that? No, I'm saying we need to keep it the same. However, I didn't change the goalpost.
Did I mention the one impact before Ends mentioned?
No, okay. First of all, it doesn't make sense, if we're going to talk about impact, because then what impact did he make then?
You can't talk about impact without knowing
what
the
season that we had previously.
But when I mentioned impact though, G, I said both players in it. I said I'm not going to take away what Gravenberch's impact has been on the season.
Okay, but what impact has Gravenberch made?
But Kante's impact was as good as well. But the way
no, I'm not disagreeing. Like, you're right in what you're saying. What I'm trying to get to you, the point I'm trying to get across is there has to be something we're basing this impact off of, because then there isn't anything to do with him. If you get what I'm trying to say, like,
and that's why I said
what did Gravenberch do for Liverpool that then impacted us to win the league, i.e. were we good last season already and he's just come in? Were we shit last season already and then he's come in? Leicester City were finishing 17th. Kante came in the summer, they win the league with him being one of the best players in that team, bro.
Yeah, G, I want to say as well, because
like there has to be
because people making out like I'm saying something that I never said. I promise you, bro. I actually was keeping on the season, but obviously you brought up Gravenberch's impact on the team, and I'm like, all I'm saying is you won't be able to use what an impact on the team is if you don't know what happened before, because then we're just saying from the start of the season this person had the biggest impact, but we've still got all these other players on the pitch on it, so we're just saying.
I'm comparing Kante's impact, what he did, and what Gravenberch's impact is. I wasn't speaking about any other season. All I was saying, the Kante, how he impacted that team in terms of what he did in that season, not before, in that season was amazing. But also what I'm seeing from Gravenberch this season on his impact is amazing as well. To say one of them has had a better one, I disagree, because the only reason why I think we are saying that is because of how Kante has become.
And then we told you that's not the case.
We told you that.
We told you that's not the case.
So how did you? Okay, so how are you separating both impacts? And if we're saying both won the league, and both has had an impact on their team, so how are you separating them then?
I think Kante was better.
Watching both teams and players play,
and then it becomes a preference because of how he became over.
It's always going to be a preference.
It's going to be unfair because you have more of a data to go. I can justify why I think Kante was better than what you've had on Gravenberch.
We've said to you that we're not including what he. Forget what. I don't care what he did after that, because that's a different conversation.
Okay, can I ask a simple question? Can I ask a simple question then? Because you're saying that Kante had a better impact on the team, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. If we took, for an example, Gravenberch out of this team, do you think Liverpool would still be in the same position?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm basing that crazy.
That's crazy.
No, basically,
you know who Leicester City? You know, I'm gonna get Leicester City.
Listen,
wait.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, so I'm not going to argue with anyone's opinion. But I just want to clarify: we take Gravenberch out of this team. You think Liverpool would still be in a position they're in?
Yeah,
you all said yes.
I think that Liverpool would still be top of the Premier League. Yes.
And the reason, what if you took Kante out of that Leicester team? Where would they be?
Yeah, go on, Mike.
Leicester City are not winning the Premier League without Kante.
The reason why I say that,
they're not winning,
because what's happening here is, and I'm not even trying to and you're taking it the wrong way, because you keep mentioning stuff that we haven't mentioned, bro. And all I'm saying is, it's always going to be subjective, because there's no guideline to say who was the better player on that season. We've actually been fair by saying give Liverpool the title now, so we can, because really, if you're saying we're going to use extra data, the only extra data we can use is 12 extra games, because we haven't seen Gravenberch's last 12 games yet. I've already seen that in 2025, Gravenberch ain't been very good. So, and I don't know if anyone wants to agree with that. You don't have to, but
he hasn't, bro. I've said it all the time.
I'm not trying to troll. So for 2 months, it's been all right. It's been good. The reason why I said, when you asked, do you think Liverpool will still be in this situation with Gravenberch not in the team? this is where the context comes in, because you're gonna make it out like I'm dissing Grav. I love Grav and Birch in the team, but with how the season's gone so far, which is a fact, the other teams ain't that good, bro. So without Gravenberch, I'm like, okay, the most I would say is Gravenberch will be needed in them bigger games against whatever teams. And then when I take the bigger games that Gravenberch has been in, we've dropped points anyway. We've dropped points anyway. Apart from the first United game, when he was great. He was great in the first United game. All the other games against the big teams, like, I don't think he was that great against Man City.
So, I'll be honest, he hasn't been good in 2025, and that's
exactly, we're already that's all I'm using. I promise I'm not using anything about Kante after Leicester at all, bro. I'm just talking about that particular season.
I think we could also just counteract and say that teams in that season when Leicester won, doo-doo. They were not good. Yeah, even that Spurs team were pretty average. They were just the beginning of March. Arsenal, Man United, I don't even know where they finished. City, I think they were 4th. Liverpool, garbage. So Chelsea, not good. I think Chelsea finished 13th that season after they won the league.
Let me double check.
I think so.
Yeah, they finished 12th.
It wasn't a great season from the Premier League from the other teams, but that takes nothing away what Conte did. I think Conte almost single-handedly for me won them that title. Alongside Modest and Vardy did their thing, but Conte was unbelievable.
Chelsea finished 10th that season.
Yeah, they were terrible. I think Mourinho got sacked that season.
And to be fair to what I was saying, when I did the prediction show, it ends at the beginning of the season. I predicted Liverpool. I said Liverpool win the league based on what I've already saw from Liverpool. I think N said they win the league as well, but both of us didn't know that Gravenberch was going to do this. So I was basing it without Gravenberch. I was basing it off Gravenberch being in a different position or on the bench. So I kind of stayed with it. But it's not. Remember, Kante was so cold that season that it's not this against Gravenberch. It's just saying that season he was better. Both of them are going to end up with the league title. So
yeah. Listen, man. The reality is this, man. Of course, then we see what happened after. But yeah, in that season, for me, I feel like that it's not even a I'm not like. I just don't even see how that's even debatable. Like the guy was literally one of the best players in the Premier League that entire season.
I know you guys can say Danny Drinkwater was good, but I'm sorry, that was one-man midfield from Conte.
Drinkwater was still good, just not nowhere near level of like what Kante was, kind of doing. Like, and then I guess it's one of them things, man. It's just one of those. But let's move on. Regardless, the 98-99 treble season from Manchester United. I think they finished. Let me have a look.
Yeah, this season was mad. They finished on 79 points, 17 points, something like that.
Jesus, that's not a lot of points.
Why are they not showing? For some reason, it's like it skipped that year.
The seasons there were different, boy.
Very booky.
We're only speaking about that treble winning season yesterday.
Let me find out. I'm sure I was looking at it yesterday, and I was like, "Right." It wasn't like I thought Man United finished on more points than they actually did that season, but they didn't.
But the point tallies have gone up over the years, and back then it was
You're right, yeah. So they finished on 79, Arsenal on 78, Chelsea on 75.
You know the weird thing about that, the point tally thing, because I know and obviously we would do it about another generation as well. There's 2 points to that, innit? Because naturally people go, they were the points. But then you're like, well, does that just mean that the other teams were probably better than?
No, wasn't it 3 points then?
Because I remember... No, what I mean is like... when
it was
3 points back then, yeah. But I'm saying...
It's only 98, 99, That's not
because I was confused because you said like 2 points. You mean the differential between the top two teams?
Yeah. Like, normally people...
between the top 3 teams, it was 4 points.
Yeah, 4 points. People normally go, the league must have been shit back then if that's the points line. Well, no, we kind of... I mean, we watched it, but it kind of use an argument either way. You could say the league was better because the other teams are taking points off the other teams as well. That's the reason why they're not on as many points. But the reason why I'm going to go for the top on this one is because the way they started the season, man, they were not good at the beginning of the season. I remember it vividly, bro, because I remember them losing to like Sheffield Wednesday at one point.
Yeah.
All I remember is like the first, like, by the time we got to Christmas, put it that way, or just before Christmas, I was like, they're not going to win. They're not going to win the league because they'd lost to Sheffield, and I think they lost to like maybe Middlesbrough around December times. But then after Middlesbrough, they won they didn't lose again for the rest of the season, but it was looking shaky, and they had to claw it back. And then obviously they had to like keep rearranging their team because they want the treble that season, obviously. But yeah, the players they cooked in that season, man. Where did that was it Spurs? I remember their game against Spurs.
I remember that game against Spurs where Manchester United won that game.
I was in the thing. I remember because I was in a snooker hall at the time.
We loved the keeper.
Yeah, I remember I was in a snooker hall at that time. After a Sunday league game, I had my Sunday league game, my dad's Sunday league team, and then I remember because Darren Antonin scored that game as well in it for Spurs, and I remember thinking, yeah, they're not gonna win it, man. That was a crazy season still.
It was actually mad when I think back to that season. I always sit there and think, you know what, for Manchester United to go and win that, and then of course go on to do what they did, in terms of picking up the treble as well. Because at one point I didn't actually think they would win the league. I'm sure I felt like Arsenal were gonna. Obviously, Arsenal only finishing a point behind. I genuinely thought.
Oh yeah, you know what? It weren't Darren Anderton. It was Les Ferdinand, didn't it? Yeah, you're right. Because I remember obviously I hate Man U in it, so I would have took Arsenal winning the league.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember going into this. I didn't understand it as much back then because back then I weren't researching points like that. But I just remember everyone in the pub acting a certain way. Yeah, you know what I mean, and then I remember just like, oh yeah, they're already a point ahead. They just need to win the game, and then I thought they were going to draw.
You thought I thought it was going to draw. In fact, to be fair, part of me thought they would lose as well, but maybe that was just more.
They were good, man. That was Andy Cole and Dwight York and Sheringham and Solskjaer, bro, and Beckham. That season, yeah, they were cold, them attackers, bro. Fucking hell. Man, Schmeichel was on job in it that season. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it was actually a good season. Then we got Wenger's first Premier League trophy. I think that was
97-98 season.
Yes, 97-98. After United had obviously been winning for the last however long. 1 point in it though. That was the game. That was the season that Mark Overmars scored at Old Trafford that season. Yep. You know what's so crazy? He's actually one of the main reasons why I supported Barcelona, because
he's so cold, bro.
He was cold, but he was left-footed, and there weren't that many left-footed brothers out there. If I'm being honest with you,
Overmars is he's one of the guys with like how the modern football fans are online. That if they brought up Mark Overmars, people just like, yeah, fuck him, is shit, bro. You know, the man that just don't even bother to look at stuff. Because I see it, bro. Sometimes my son tries to do the football historian thing now. But then sometimes when I see him get certain FIFA cards and that, man just trying to dismiss them and that, bro. But you better recognize, bro. You better recognize, bro.
You don't even know. You don't even know. But nah,
that was Arsene Wenger's first season, right?
Yeah.
First full season. Remember, he came like midway through the season before. His first full season, he comes in and wins the Premier League, and that kind of started this
from Japan. Straight from Japan and wins the Premier League.
But remember, because he come in and done the whole like
changed the game.
I used to be smoking and that in the change rooms. And
all the diet and everything.
Like the diets, and also remember there was this stigma around like French players and stuff like that. So remember, he's bringing in Patrick Vieira, Emmanuel Petit, Thierry Henry, and all of these guys are coming through. But remember, them man weren't really flexing with these, even though they're World Cup winners in '98, they weren't really flexing with them like that until Arsene Wenger kind of said, "Nah, bro."
I respect Wenger for that still, man. It changed the game, that did. Because obviously, if somebody changes something and then the team ends up successful, that's what changes shit, innit? If they didn't win the league or get close to it, man wouldn't have cared about what. So Wenger, bro, would you no carbs and that? Allow it, man.
Donny couldn't even zip up his coat and that. That's crazy. That's actually mad. I think the last one is, let me just take a look. I think it's Man United.
Oh yeah, because they did it again, didn't they? Was 2001-2002 season.
Yeah.
And Arsenal won. I remember that one. That's the second to last game was against United, innit? And Wiltord scored.
Wiltord in that gold kit.
I always remember the goal kit in the celebration.
The celebration. I remember watching that game, literally watching it, thinking, I need Arsenal to win this.
Yeah.
I can't stand Manchester United.
Yeah, because you know what people have done? They've made it seem like that game was the last game of the season, but I swear Arsenal played Villa after that.
They played games after. Yeah, but it was like mathematically done at that point once they had won the game. And then you got Man United 06-07 was the last one they put up here. Let me see how that one even turned out. 06-07.
That was was that the second one in the three-peat?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Chelsea finished on 83, so 6 points behind. Yeah, this is where I'm starting to get. There wasn't that many title races left that I could even throw in. I think I just threw this one because Liverpool finished on 68 points. Chelsea on 83. Like, you know, that's a fucking gap, you know. Jesus Christ.
Mazza.
That is a
United,
man.
bro. Yeah.
Man, like Bobby Zamora, Benayoun, Nigel, Rio, Coca.
Rio Coca, you know.
Bro, you know what man says Rio Coca? You know?
Bruh.
I'm looking at some of the players from some of these teams. I'm thinking, shit.
Nah,
Steve Sidwell, Joey Barton playing for the Riot.
What's this? This is 0607.
This is 0607. This is literally 0607. Who else is in it?
Yeah, this is when I couldn't.
Jermaine Pennant playing for Liverpool.
Man U's dominance at this point was getting to me, bro, and I think man I'd left school that season, bro. I had enough of them. You know them ones, bro. For some reason, I felt like I was trapped in the Man U spider web, bro, while I was at school, bro. But once I was out of there, bro, college and that, I was like, nah, I can get Gyal now. I don't have to think about Man U, the pussies, bro.
Nah, you gotta realize, bro, like we was. All right, 0607. Let's see where everyone's memories even.
Tell you what, 0607 though, I know. What I do remember is because that's the famous thingy in it. Carlos Tevez, bro, last game of the season. They beat Man U in it, even though Man U won the league. West Ham beat them.
Stay up.
Yeah, stay up. And then,
in fact, okay, you know your question. Whoever asked that question about players that's the player. That's the player I would pick. Who else to sign the next season?
Carlos Tevez.
Yeah, who signed him? Yeah, Carlos Tevez is the player I was trying to think about.
Absolutely.
Because how can you, like, when they signed him, I was like, fucking hell, that's so, like, he literally saved West Ham that season.
Did they not get Mascherano the same time as well?
Yes, Mascherano.
Yeah, from
because that man couldn't play or something like that at the beginning. Or some weird thing like.
Yeah, it was some transfer shit that was going on.
All right, who do you think finished second in the goal scoring charts that season? Drogba finished first on 20 goals.
I know who it was that season already, bro. Instantly. Blackburn.
Benny McCarthy.
Yeah, Benny McCarthy.
And got 18 goals that season.
UCL winner Benny McCarthy.
Yeah.
I remember that because that's the season. I think Thingy was pretty close that season as well. Viduka. Season
was joint fourth with Wayne Rooney on 14. Darren Bent.
A lot of goal scorers.
Yeah, the thing is though, even when you're looking at this list,
not as many goals in it. It's like gap post goals.
Yeah, but am I saying that purely because the top goal scorer isn't getting Haaland, Salah numbers?
Yes, that's what it is.
Because really,
even 14, 15 isn't a lot. I think Chris Wood already has like 18, 19 this season.
Is that the thing? 18, I think, what's that? The Irish shoot. The Irish shoot.
Robbie Keane.
Nah, was it Doyle?
Yeah, Kevin Doyle.
Kevin Doyle from Wolves. Yeah.
Yeah, but was he Reading that season or Wolves?
Yeah, Reading.
Yeah,
because he went to Wolves when it was Mick McCarthy there.
Yeah. He finished sixth though, to be fair. He finished sixth in the goal scoring.
Yeah, but it would have been like 13 goals in it. So 14 goals.
13, yeah, 13.
That's not a lot. I can't lie.
All right, so this season, the top goal scorers. There's outliers. Salah on 25, Haaland on 20, Isak on 19, Woods on 18, Mbeumo 15, Palmer 14, Cunha 13, Vissa 13, Watkins, Kluivert, Mateta on 12.
Yeah, Mateta's balling out.
Bro, I didn't even realize he scored that many.
I like that little Crystal Palace celebration.
There's still 10 games to go.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that boom. That's cold, bro.
They got the whole stadium saying it. That's how you know it's mad. We're going to throw this down there. But now, all right, man, we're finished, man. We're finished, man.
Gee,
when you and Michael doing the video the other day about the players and that. It's not like I was trying to dismiss stuff, but I vividly remember, bro, like the forefront for the G18 changed, didn't it? It's changed while we're adults as well. It's not been like when Henry got the 20 assists, that wasn't part of Henry's. There was no newspapers Henry got 20. No one give a shit, bro. But then once things went on, and then De Bruyne and that come into the league, once someone got close to it, and just this is because I can't stand them stupid. Even though I love Salah and that, bro. Sometimes they'll make these weird stats when I'm watching a game and that. You know, like I said it when me and my son was watching Arsenal versus Newcastle last season. Arsenal are the first team that to score one goal in the first 27 minutes of what the fuck? Bro, who cares about that, bro?
Bro, I'm seeing records, like you see, sorry, Mike, you said about to say something before
I was just gonna ask a question, but you can go on first. Then I'll ask the question.
No, like Salah, obviously, he's breaking bare records, right? And that's fantastic and whatnot. But you know, some of the records he's broken, I'm like, I didn't even know that was a record that you kept.
It wasn't,
like,
that's why.
like, I didn't even know that was something that we kept here. But clearly, this is something that, you know, that people are just throwing around. And I guess, you know what it is? It also adds to the whole gravitas of the player, like, in terms of, like, oh, he's doing this, he's breaking that. I'm like, I can't even lie. I didn't even know that was a record.
Yeah, it's the baseball thing where you have to keep adding new stuff in it, keep people invested. Yeah. I hear it still. I hear it. I understand why. I just don't care. And even if it's my favorite player, like, start giving me these stupid stats, man. Because they would remember that at the beginning of the season they were doing it with Slot. Slot's the first Liverpool manager.
Yeah.
You think I care, bro? Because at the time I was like, I hear it, but he lost to Nottingham, so shut up, bro.
Yeah. Go on, man.
Oh no, my question was going to be.
Hakeem, by the way. Thank you for the gift of the super chats, bro.
Shout out Hakeem. What's the best title race outside of the Premier League that you've seen?
It would only be La Liga, so I'm just trying to think.
So what, 13, 14?
Let me see the points on that one. I can't remember that season.
You need to check it, G, man. Don't worry about that, bro.
Now I definitely need to check it.
That's when Godin ripped the hearts out of Barca last match day.
Was that the season?
Yeah, it was the season. Yeah,
trying to save you from yourself, G, but you don't listen, bro. I said allow it, bro.
Hey, you know what, Savage? You know what was the funniest part is when the whole Camp Nou started clapping Diego Simeone Atleti at the end of the game.
Oh, no.
You know,
that was hilarious.
Yeah. Fuck it, yeah. I will say it because look, what I'm looking at it now. First of all,
I remember Real Madrid being in the title race and they kind of flopped at the end there.
Well, to be fair, Real Madrid and Barca finished on the same points, and they were 3 points behind Atletico Madrid. Okay, yeah, maybe
crazy though. Like the final match day was between the first and second. That was actually wild. I remember.
You know what? You know why I was vexed about that game actually, because I remember sitting there thinking, "There's no way Barcelona would lose a game that you would need to win a title."
At the Camp Nou.
I didn't think, oh yeah, Atletico are gonna. Don't get twisted. Atletico were good at that point, but I didn't think they would. Like, Barca, are you serious? That's like if Man City had lost in the last game of the season, like, to win a league. Like, what? You don't do them kind of things there.
To be fair though, that is against the second place team or the first place team in the league at that time.
But even still, but you know what I mean? Like, maybe listen, the aura that Barcelona had at that period of time, like, you know what I'm saying? It's Barcelona, like. Yeah, I'll probably say, yeah, maybe that seemed. But there was another season before that I was thinking about. It wasn't even the 13-14 wasn't the first thing that popped into my head though.
Well, when Barca and Real got like 90 points each or something.
No. Like even before that. I'm talking like in the early to mid 2000s. I'm trying to find it as we speak. Because there is a.
Because I know there was one. Well, I don't want to. Because there's the Dortmund one from 2 seasons ago. Where they bottled it at the end against. Yeah, I know, Savage. I know. But that's one for me that always sticks out. Probably another one would be in the.
That one was embarrassing. As soon as I seen Bellingham turn up with the knee brace and he weren't playing, and I was like, "Fuck's sake, bro! We were terrible."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Musiala won the league that season, didn't it?
Yeah.
03-04, because Valencia won the league that season.
Yeah.
But when I remember watching it, and when you see, like, I'm even counting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 7 games, Barcelona didn't lose, but they drew twice. And Valencia won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, and they drew twice. Barca won 5 games, and they drew twice in that time. And I remember thinking, Barca, like, they just need to just kind of keep a bit more pace with them. Deportivo La Coruña were literally a point behind, and I was thinking, yeah, don't worry about them. They'll fuck off at some point in time. But Valencia just, you just steal a march, and now you're gone now, and they finished 5 points ahead. And I was like, yeah, you see, this is like, I needed Valencia to lose one of these games, and they just weren't losing, bro, at that time, man. It was pissing me off. That was a good race.
There's a few that I've seen like retrospectively in it, so I didn't live them, especially when it was in England and that, bro. The football coverage for some of the other leagues were rubbish if you weren't a Liga. Bare Eurosports and that, bro. So I remember those 2000.
I think they're going bankrupt now. Eurosport.
Serious?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I read somewhere.
Come like what happened to
that was my childhood, bro. Watching the AFCON on Eurosport and watching Serie A. That was my childhood.
There was the '06-'07 Bundesliga title. I think Stuttgart won.
What, Roy McGuire?
Yeah, but that was
No.
like that's the one where like I picked up a few games throughout the season. But if you go watch a documentary on that season, how it ended, bro, madness, bro.
No, I'm finishing now.
And then the Dortmund 2001-2002 season, that was cold as well. But
The only one from the Serie A that I can count on is the 01-02 season, because there was 3 teams at the final match day.
yeah,
And all Inter had to do, and that was going to be, I think, Ronaldo's only league title with Inter. They had to beat Lazio, and they were 2-0 down in the first like 10 or 20 minutes, and then Juve won the league.
yeah, big up.
But I think the top 3 were separated by a point or something. It was wild.
I just see the time as well.
Yeah, nah, it's
Oh,
sick,
shit.
man. That's what I'm saying, man. Mike knows, bro. I always mention it, bro, about these the English snobs and that, bro. As soon as I start talking about these leagues, I'm like, bro, just give the other league a chance, bro. Like what I'm telling you, bro. The coldest, man.
All right, guys, man. That's another good conversation, man. I'm gonna do more. We got a bit of a break in before our next game, so
Yep.
yeah,
Next Wednesday.
Yeah, PSG.
Yeah, so no game this
PSG.
weekend, which is fucking excellent. Meaning I don't have to care like I wanted to watch the game. So yeah, no, I'll do another one of these ranking shows. Honestly, got a question here. Who's winning Serie A? Ask Michael, because I know the second one. I just want to know who the first one is.
I honestly got no clue with Serie A.
The
Although
league
this
one.
weekend-
Who do you think, in your opinion, right? Like, just obviously you don't know, obviously, but like, who looks
think-
the more likeliest?
To be honest, the most likely right now when you watch them is Atalanta.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because Napoli they're
You
fading
think-
away. They made no signings. They're fading away. I think Inter, the legs are catching up to them.
But don't. Okay. You know, what? It's your opinion. Let me know.
I think, we're going to get a great redemption story from Ademola Lookman. After Gasperini tried to cuss him out, this dude is
not
about to
coming
go
on
a
scoring.
smoke show.
CO, man.
Nah, he's about to go on a
I
smoke show.
think-
And then La
I think-
Liga,
I think Atalanta
La
are far
Liga-
running can get it still. They can stink. You know what I mean? They got different ways of playing. I think they can.
Yeah,
battle
true.
that stuff.
They
The La
do.
Liga one
But-
though, G.
the La Liga one that was probably the most difficult one to call. I think it
Gee,
comes down to
I know you're
El
not confident
Clasico
in
in
Barca
May.
winning this league, bro. I know you're not confident in it, bro. You think
Can
it's
you feel
gonna happen.
confident in Real, though?
No, you know I'm not confident. But I'm gonna just stick with the hope that we're gonna just win it, bro. Like
It's the
I'm
first
praying
time.
that you guys are gonna just focus on the champ. You can go win that. I don't care about that. Like you can go win.
What and beat Liverpool?
Do you guys think it's going to the final match day for La Liga?
Huh?
La Liga's
Is it going to the final match day?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
With all 3 teams?
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know.
I think what's going to happen by the time we get to the end.
Dude, by the way, G, do you know the Barca's final game on the final match day?
I haven't looked. Who is it?
It's away to Athletic Club. So good.
Yeah.
You're not collecting 3 points there.
Because I
I
think
think if Barcelona need to collect 3 points, I think
They will not. I can guarantee you they will not at the summer mess. They will not.
You know what?
I feel like it's going to go down to the last day. It's going to have
Who is
one of the teams is going to need the whole. I feel like there's going to be 2 teams ahead of the third team on points on it by like a point difference, and then that third place team though, bro. I can't lie. This is the first season watching Madrid where like the game kicks off and I'm like, no, bro, I can tell. Sometimes I can tell from the kickoff. I'm like, nah. There's something about this game, bro. It doesn't feel right. Too easy to get out, man.
You know, on the final match day, there's obviously Athletic Club Barça. Real Madrid are going up against Real Sociedad and Girona Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid will win that game, man. I'm not even concerned about that one. I think, but you know what it is? I feel like, listen, anything can happen, and I actually don't know, to be fair. And maybe I'm talking from trying to speak from some type of experience. Barca, I'm not confident of beating Athletic Club, but I'm confident Real Madrid will, if they need to win that last game.
My honest feeling of how the league is, if you support any of the 3 teams, you should all be confident and not confident at the same time.
Yeah.
Because
Just
the way the race has gone.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Well, you remember, like, and you know, I never even say anything on Twitter. I'm not really one of them fans. But not so long ago, you lot had just gone ahead of us out of nowhere, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we clawed it back quick. It was nearly 10 points. We clawed it back. Then was ahead of you lot.
Yeah.
And then there
8
was like
points.
2 draws, and then you lot were ahead of us. And then one day you check and Atleti was at the top. And then you lot went top again. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
It's,
And that's what
it's
It's been an awesome season.
La Liga and Serie A for me have been the two best seasons when I think about like just league seasons this year. Like I think it's been better than the Premier League. I think it's been obviously better than Ligue A. Bundesliga, I think it's been better than the Bundesliga.
Don't La Liga feel way better when the sun's out? We're getting towards the spring and all that. It feels
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I know you mean.
Yeah, bro, I can't lie, Savage. Out here in Spain, it's 15 Celsius. I got the sangria going.
Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. There's something about the Liga when it gets to like, it's like winter time and the dark night games and that. Some of them feel stale, bro.
Going away to Osasuna. That's going to Osasuna is like Stoke City.
Cameras are using and that, bro, but it stinks, bro. It just makes you feel like you're gonna lose, bro. When the sun's out, I'm like, oh my god.
But I do think it goes down to El Clasico in May. It's going to come down to that.
Surely you can't beat us again, bro. Because it's been smoked so far. We've been smoked, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even like it's been
Smoke
close
City.
games, bro. Like, we've actually just been smoking, man. But
Yeah,
at the
obviously,
same time,
whatever happens, man. But I don't know, man.
it's like I think about it. I'm like, yeah, cool. We're smoking them, but they're still there. Like it's not like we've smoked them and they're way behind, man. Like you're still here. That's what's bugging me more than anything. I'm like, yeah, it's all great. Yes, in terms of just for the head-to-head rivalry, it's great.
The way the league is going at the moment is, this is exactly how my life goes. I watch Real Madrid game, we won, excited. I wake up the next morning, notification, someone's injured. Every game, I swear to God.
Yep, Danny Ceballos out injured now.
Yeah, every game we play. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then like Camavinga will come back, and then they'll, oh yeah, he's gonna play today. Then it'll be like Camavinga's out. Bro. Dumb, bro.
All right, let me close this out. I need to get back to work. I'd like to thank ENDZ, Jerry, Savage, Mike. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get these guys on again to do another one. Trip down memory lane, more conversations, more wild statements from ENDZ about LA and
Oh yeah, you probably should clip that.
Oh, don't you worry, sunshine.
I know it's around the hour 40 mark. We was already.
Yeah, I think you know what someone said it in the chat. Like Hakeem, I think was the one who mentioned it. I was like, yeah, don't worry, it's already in the back of my mind as to that.
Nah, you man have to understand, bro. ENDZ is a top lawyer, blood. If he's in prosecution, he's gonna mash you up because it was the time you said something that you didn't. You're like, I swear.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I didn't say that. Hey, ENDZ, my G every time, man. But yeah, now I don't know what the next ranking. No, Michael, you said it the other day, innit? We got the best goals,
best games.
Oh, best games. So maybe I'll have to from like 2010 or like a 10 to
or 20. You could do it in decade spans.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'll do it in decades then, and then we'll take a look at that. That will bring up arguments regardless because I know man's gonna say, yeah, but this shot was way better than that shot. And
bro, I'm not trying to hear no Liverpool fan of a certain age talk about Newcastle Liverpool, bro. Allow it.
Yeah.
Every time they try and tell me that was the best game, I'm like, bro.
That game was like, let's put it this way, yeah. Maybe for that time at that.
Yeah, it looks sick when you watch it back. Colin Moore running off celebrating every time we play Newcastle.
No, but it's the commentator. It's the commentator because when he says Colin Moore closing in, like it sounds amazing. Like
it's like when and obviously I love Brazil, bro. But when probably blasphemy, but every time they give you Carlos Alberto goal, the best goal in World Cup history, I'm like, blood,
Jesus.
Nah,
I don't know, blood.
When Ronaldinho lobbed Seaman and that, I don't know that.
I get it. There's a couple 1-2s over landmines and bubbles and that, bro. And the goal was decent, bro. But, bro, I've seen Manish score better goals than that. What are you talking about?
You know what? Actually, I need to do one where we have a conversation about some of these forgotten players. Not even a streets won't forget player, just like forgotten players. Because Manish is definitely he fits probably both categories, but he's definitely a forgotten player, and he was Manish. Listen, man, don't even listen. When you see when man talk to me about like I'm trying to think of a player of like today's kind of game that people like. Oh yeah, but he's decent. Okay, I'll just use Adam Wharton just as an example. Yeah, and I think he is a decent player. But when you talk about certain players, I'm like, yeah, Adam Wharton, he's decent in that, but worth 100 mil. That means Manish must have been worth like 200 mil. and Manish wasn't even like one of the best players that he got there.
Because bear the man outside of England get brushed off now. Side because I like going back and watching the adverts all the time, innit? Just because.
Yeah.
And I swear, bro, the best ones, obviously the Total 99 one, Brazil and Portugal.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear, man, need to realize when you watch the advert back, that's number 17 Ronaldo. He's not a main character in the advert.
Yeah, man.
He's like in the back.
Yeah,
He's in the back. I'm like, yeah. There's bad man on the pitch. That's why, bro. Got Van Nistelrooy downstairs kicking the ball back, and Pauletta's over there. Come on, ole.
Pauletta, yeah. No, there's too many man. I think I'd have to proper sit down and think, like all the players that man have just forgotten about. I don't even know who.
Yeah, because that's what happens when I look at strikers. Now I'm like, bro, Matty Stewart's better than all of them, bro. So
but Batistuta that at the time was the best striker in the world. You could say the dude was cold.
But even if you let's say fair enough, Batistuta, that might be a bit.
At that time, he was the best.
But let's say even like Christian Vieri, like at no time was he the best striker in the world. But I can guarantee if he was playing today, he's definitely on par with Kane and Haaland at the bare minimum.
Yeah, that's how I feel like Nedved being the midfielder now. These
Nedved. Come on.
So it's actually crazy when you think of it. Because when I started watching Real Madrid properly, with like noticing, I think Zamorano was there because that's the first Real Madrid shirt I had, Zamorano shirt, and I liked him because of the World Cup. Bro. Yeah, I'm saying Benfica Simão. Yeah, man, and Cordoba and that blood, and Cardozo.
Oscar Cardozo was just a bagsman, you know.
That guy. I don't know how he just, he's still playing, by the way.
Yeah, he's still playing. Yeah, he's still playing.
Yeah, in Paraguay. Yeah, he's like 43. Still playing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think every time I think of Cardozo, I think of like them second leg Champions League games. I swear. Pablo Aimar and that, bruv. Salta Vigo.
Pablo Aimar, man. What a River Plate legend.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. The team he's playing for, he's played since 2007. Oh, no. Yeah, 2017. 253 games, 103 goals. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Van Bommel in the Van Bommel in the 2010 World Cup, bro. This geezer running around kicking up bare man.
That was just brutality right there. From fucking Van Bommel.
But I swear, I'm not making this up. Because I was watching every game. I swear he must have only got like one yellow card for the whole World Cup, bro. I don't know how he escaped it. You're just kicking everyone, bro.
That was like the most un-Dutch national team I've ever seen in my lifetime, and they made it to the final.
What was that geezer's name?
What coincidence?
Back in the day, who played for I was about to say Papin, not Papin. The one who played for Nottingham, and he was like mad arrogant. He had the Virgil hair. Was it Van Hooijdonk?
Van Hooijdonk, yes.
Nobody liked him.
Had the Virgil slickback. Yes. Shit, fucking hell.
Because Nottingham and Middlesbrough and them teams and they had I remember Middlesbrough had Juninho and Ravanelli and all that.
Middlesbrough had ballers. How did Middlesbrough have those ballers?
I know.
That always confused me. How did they get the ballers like that?
That's how it was back then. If Fergie didn't want you, was fair game. That's how it was.
Yeah, you don't like that. Fergie didn't want you, just fair
game. That's when Zenden and them man were killing it back then, bro.
Zenden, that's so crazy when I think about like nowadays, and this is. Listen, I just sound like an old man at this point, but I don't really care.
Fuck it, bro. It's fun, bro. Because some man ain't even some man need to get to like Miroslav Klose's level, kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Like before man can even take you seriously.
2002 World Cup. He arrived, bro.
To be fair though, Savage, Miroslav Klose's club career wasn't great.
No, it wasn't.
To his international career. International career, GOAT, but his club career wasn't the greatest.
Because key memories, first game. I remember Saudi Arabia 2002 World Cup 7-1, 7-0, something like that. Mad games.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I mean, for Bayern, he didn't really.
He did not have a great club career. I think he was actually better at Lazio.
Yeah, he was. He was better.
It's like he felt like he came and won, innit? Mario Gomez. He felt like he just came and dipped.
Yeah, he felt like a win. Just.
But for like that time he was around, especially that one of the seasons, he was cold, bro.
Yeah, man. Gomez was cold.
Crazy. And then you have players that come to the
Diego, bro. That one of my favorite ballers growing up.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Raymond. Okay, you know what? Stop right there. That's the next show. We're gonna
one more. Graffite and 𝐒𝐃 0809. Will never be forgotten. That's honestly like a one season wonder from Graffite. He never did that again.
Bro, I fully remember, and I can't lie. Obviously, remember this is like Liverpool weren't good in it, so I just thought, no, we need to sign this guy. Like sign him. You know, one player I always think about. This is how you know when I used to play FIFA. What's the Brazilian guy's name? Savage, you'll know. Fast. FIFA.
Oh yeah, that helps. Brazilian and fast, that helps.
Yeah, exactly. What position is he? Is he a striker?
Striker. He played for like a Russian team though.
Oh, the Shakhtar guy, Luis Adriano.
No. I want to say
Tyson.
Wellington.
Tashiro.
No, I wanna
Tyson.
say Wellington. Hold on.
Tyson Brazilian, and he played for Shakhtar.
Yeah, Tyson. Yeah, he
Yeah,
played
but
for
it's
Shakhtar.
that's not him. No, it's not him.
Oh,
Is that
I know who you're talking about, bro.
Wellington.
Wellington.
Yeah, I'm
Wellington.
I'm trying to find it now. Who did he play for, man?
Man, Shakhtar used to have ballers back in the day.
Maybe
Oh,
if it wasn't, it was a Russian team that he used to play for. Let me not just say.
Wellington.
No, he's right,
played-
bro. He's right.
Yeah, Wellington. Yeah,
Because
Wellington.
Wellington's like, he's probably like, he's only a couple of years older than us. He's not old. He's probably about,
Yeah, literally 30. Yeah,
literally 30. Yeah. Wellington, man, I remember him still. He looked
Spartak
like
Moscow. Yeah,
he like one of the mad drug dealers, isn't it? Had some like, yeah.
I'll show you guys.
Oh,
I'll show you guys a picture.
I remember
is that the
Wellington,
dude with the?
bro.
I'm trying to think of the CSK Moscow striker, the dude with the blue hair. You remember
Yeah,
him?
blue-
He was like Brazilian too.
I know
Are we thinking
Wellington
of the
won
same
because he
guy?
played for Fingia, didn't he? Play for FC20?
Hold on.
Like 2011 times. Yeah. He played for
This guy, I
FC20.
don't remember.
FC20. Let me check.
Remember this guy, bro.
I don't remember this guy.
That's the only team I remember him playing for, though.
Yeah. Because on FIFA he was stupidly
Yeah.
quick.
Then he went to Japan.
Like, yeah. But he was dumb quick though. I promise you, if you go back and check, I can't remember what FIFA it was. Obviously, it's there from 2007 to thing. So one of the FIFA. I just remember every time I'm playing that FIFA, I have to buy him. But the thing is, dead striker though. Like it weren't like it took time for him to even become like a decent finisher. But I promise you, quick.
What about Fred, Brazil Fred? Not the Fred from Man U, the other one.
Oh, the striker, yeah, the
You mean,
striker.
One
you
of
mean
the
from
top-
2014?
Yeah, man was a top Brazil. He had Brazil's record for a bit as a striker.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he was cold in 2013 and then turned into dead food in 2014. I don't know what happened to him.
Speaking of Brazil strikers, remember Joe?
Yeah, Man
Joe.
City Joe.
I remember Joe.
Man City Joe.
Man City Joe.
I like Joe, you know.
Yeah, man. There's these players, man, because you know what kind of pressure it must be to be a Brazilian footballer, bro.
100%.
'Cause everyone just assumes that you're cold, bro. And then if you're
Yeah.
not,
Yep.
like people like Fred, who like this is ignorance of the people. I'm not talking about me, but the ignorance of most people is Brazilians look a certain way, innit? So
Yeah.
when you don't look like that, like if you look like pure like white skin, as soon as you shit, they're like, yeah, you're not really Brazilian, you're Swedish, bro. That's what people do with Lucas Leiva, bro. They're like, yeah, something about you, bro. You're not Brazilian, bro.
You're
So
Swedish.
Fred's just like any guy. You're like any normal dude, bro. Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
All right, guys.
Legends, bro.
Big up to the man. Them, yeah, we definitely have to do that stream. If we can't do it maybe if it's not Sunday, if everyone's free, then it will definitely be like Monday. I'll be around anyway, so we can definitely do it then. Yeah, man. Everyone's links are all in the chat. Ends and Mike's are in the captions.
No point. There's no point putting my link in the chat. I don't do anything on the football channel. Yeah.
I'll be honest. Your thing stays in my description.
I need to use it for something, bro. It's mad that you're talking about this because that's what I was doing yesterday. I was because obviously the normal work I do editing. I was like, it's crazy that you're doing exactly what we're doing now because this is what I was doing, but as a video in it. So I was taking like random players, but I was trying to find interesting players with like interesting stories and that, and then do
That's what I tried to do with my my story thing that I put out.
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to do some. Yeah, just I don't know. Like, obviously, I was trying to at first just pick out like any bait ones.
Yeah,
but then I was starting to think. I was like, nah, who's got like a mad story?
You know what it is? What I fall into I realized this yesterday. It's probably because of the work I do, and then I don't want to carry on doing it. But I was like, now I'm falling into the trap of like throwing out quick videos.
Yeah.
But really, like maybe sometimes like, let me just try and make a quality video over quantity and just take the week, bruv.
Take the week, to just actually just.
Yeah, I mean, because whether the video kills it or not, if the video kills it, then you're laughing anyway because it's done better than.
Yeah, but I almost don't care anyway. I'm like, I don't really like.
Yeah. But I want to do it for my own fun and research anyway. So I'm like, maybe I should go out my way and get all the photos and little video clips and that, and then put it together and make like a 10-minute profile documentary kind of thing for the player. I'm kind of cold to do. There's bare players with mad stories and that, bro. Because sometimes I've said stuff to people, and they're like, "Yeah, don't know that happened and that." I was like, because you know that I think Clive. I don't know. Actually, I ain't going to mention it still. I was thinking this when I was looking at Thingy's son the other day, Justin. I swear, my man he off someone, didn't he? Patrick.
Did he? What, car?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's always.
Well, he did a Marcos Alonso.
Yeah, but Alonso's one.
Alonso won.
If I'm correct, Alonso's one. The person was a passenger in it. It's just that he had been drinking as well.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was drink
when
driving.
I first heard the Alonso one, I was like, "That's fucked up." It's fucked up anyway. But then I realized, somebody that he was with, and he had been drinking, and he got in the car, which is not no better. But obviously, the person would have known he was drinking because he was drinking with them.
You know how tapped it is.
So when they call that like a murder, it's like, the fans were singing the murderer, but he didn't murder somebody. They just died while he was in the car. Yeah, but
in the car. But
Patrick Kluivert's one though, like he ran, you know what I mean, drove over, knocked someone over, and I think it was in Holland.
Know that. I'm gonna check that.
Holland, and then of course you didn't know it, bro. They buried it. They buried the story, bro.
Now he's fucking managing the Indonesian national team as well. Do you know that?
Yeah, because there's that one geezer. Is it Barbosa, the goalkeeper? And he murdered his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure he murdered his girlfriend, and they let him back in the team, and he played some matches, and then he got arrested. I was like, bruv, your man's got a murderer in goal in that, bro.
It's just a murderer in goal. Whoa, listen,
he didn't play for Flamingo.
Oh my god,
he played for one of them teams that we played in the Club World Cup. You'll know which one I'm talking about, with the black and red stripes. It might be Flamingo actually.
Flamingo, yeah.
Yeah. And he was the goalkeeper, bro. Man murdered the thing. Came back to training, played some games and that because we needed him because Kelleher's not available, and then he just got arrested for murder. Bro. Like, raw, you just had a murder on the pitch, bro.
Let me see this.
Some sneaky stories, bro.
Yeah, I just checked out that Patrick Kluivert story now.
Yeah, hey, Michael, I'm telling you, bro, if you got the right. Yeah, I mean, if you got the right profile,
man got denied entrance into the States. Okay.
Yeah, you can bury it, bro, and then you know
bury it.
You know the PR. You throw out a young
Of course.
a young Justin Kluivert later on in life, make him the star.
Get the positive PR.
Right, I'm reading it now. Yeah, that's a mad story.
No, it's crazy, bro.
Jeez, crazy. I never knew that.
It's mad stories, bro.
I said he was driving. Listen, man, we'll chop it out, man. We'll chop it out.
sorry, Justin, if your family.
Yeah, you ball it out, Justin.
Yeah, like you keep doing your thing, mate. You keep doing your thing.
Oh yeah, before you go, Justin's goal this week
against Brighton. Oh
my god.
Oh yeah.
And just on record, I'll take it back and everything I said about Justin Kluivert because I don't like when people overhype players early. Because I was watching him before and I thought he was good. He's really good still.
He seems like he's going to turn into.
I like him.
Yeah.
Player, man. But yeah, I might be back tomorrow morning, anyways. But yeah, you guys keep your notification bells on. You'll be redirected. ENDZ, I think, is doing a match reaction for.
Yeah, it's got one scheduled at 10, I think.
Yeah. So guys, just head on over there, smash the like. We're 13 points clear, so I'm going to see how many negative comments he's going to get in that chat. I'm gonna say 5.
In what chat?
In the chat this evening. I feel like there'll be 5 things that someone's going to be negative about. 5 things. That's my number. There's going to be at least 5 things that someone's going to be negative. Not him being negative. I mean, in the chat.
Man. It depends, bro. If he mentions Nunes, then yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah. If you did Nunes play yesterday?
Yeah,
he doesn't matter. Nunes doesn't have to play.
Gee.
Bro, I forgot. Yeah. No, he did play. No, he did. No, I feel sorry. I'm starting to feel real sorry for Chiesa at this point, though. I can't even lie.
Nah,
he's not going to get. He's not going to get a winners medal.
Yeah, you won't even get a medal. Yeah, if he doesn't play.
Bro, I was looking at it yesterday and I was like, nah, the high thinger, just unplug your earphone or something, bro. Bring Chiesa.
Yeah. You're just like, sorry, it fell out. Like I didn't.
I'll tell you what we're gonna know 100%. If we wrap up this title early with like 3-4 games left, and he still don't play Chiesa, bruv. And he starts playing McConnell and them, man. I'm like, nah, you're taking the piss, bro.
Yeah, taking the piss.
Yeah. Let me see. How many games do you need to play to win it? 5 games?
I think it's 5 games, yeah.
I know that because we did it with Harvey, innit? Harvey's first season, I think we did that. We got him on.
And how many games has Chiesa played this season so far in the Premier League?
2,
I think.
2. Brentford and something, I think, a game earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Let me see now.
Now, surely Chiesa is going to hit it. Surely.
I was literally thinking,
play free.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, surely you got
3. Okay,
yesterday. There was a point in the game where 100% Diaz and Salah were tired. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Over, bro. And I was like, bruv, it's it's the 89th minute now, man. And if you watch closely, anyone watching the game, before they brought Kwanzaa and Endo on, it's 𝐒𝐷 and 𝐂𝐃 warming up, bro, in their bibs. And then
I saw 𝐒𝐷, but I didn't see 𝐂𝐃 as well.
Yeah, they're next to each other, then the camera goes back and they're sitting down and they're bringing on these two. I was like, okay, it makes sense. You should bring them on to close out the game, but you've got other subs. You know what I mean? 𝐷𝐿𝐃 didn't really need to play yesterday.
Maybe.
And 𝐷𝐿𝐃 did nothing when he came on, by the way.
He was kind of dead. But you know, I was thinking maybe Johnny Heitinger's subs were 𝐓𝐇 Elliott and 𝐒𝐔𝐁𝐒.
Yeah, that slot got the ring.
Yeah, he got his ring and said, no. Tell those two to go sit down. Bring on things. But he's thinking, nah, but boss, like, obviously I'm trying to give these like a little bit of minutes, like as honestly said here, like microwave minutes at least, like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Trust me, there was one point, if you watch when Jones was coming on, Jones was cracking jokes with the management and that. You know when man doesn't want to joke back with you, bro? He looked so confused. Jones was so relaxed. He's like, yeah, man, about to get on the pitch and that. Heitinger just gave him the look like, bro, shut up, bro. She thinks it's time to joke split. You prick. Stop joking around, bro.
Hey, listen, man. I think, but yeah, I don't know what ends is going to talk about, but I know it's a match reaction anyway. So, guys, just smash the like button over there, man. There shouldn't be anything. Even look, if I'm not moaning, then you know there's nothing to moan about. There's nothing at all. Like, the game was fine. It was good. Like, the team was good. Newcastle had their moments, but really it was good.
Yeah, there's literally nothing to moan about with that game.
Bro, literally, like, as in, I couldn't even think of many things. Like, yeah, but we'll see. We know this fan base will still complain. We'll be 25 points clear. Man, I say, yeah, but you know what? I still think my man's shit though. So it's just one of those things, man. But guys, catch you guys later. I am going to head back out and then continue my day. Love to Mike, love to Savage, ENDZ, and Jerry. Thank you guys for joining me this afternoon.